a giant stands, a mech with heavy man's commands, each step a quake, a thunderous might, eyes aglow in the endless night. A saint beneath, dark and vast, power fierce, shadows cast, a mighty taint beneath its core, a warrior spirit, ancient lore. Welcome Tainted, a lace-up tunic or medieval hoodie. Welcome Tainted, let's talk about color, or should we? Welcome Tainted, thinking outside the blocks. Welcome Tainted, thanks for joining us, you rock! Have your fun hole rocks. Welcome Tainted. Enjoy the Chronicles out that song. Welcome Tainted. Thinking outside the blocks. Welcome Tainted. Thanks for joining us. You rock.
All right. It's Sunday. It's 7 o'clock. It's 3 days till Brickworld. And look, I'm here. I don't see Mark yet, but that's okay because we've got some other people in the house who are going to say hi. You can see my room completely destroyed because I have been panic building as everyone should at this time of year. But let's see who else we've got to bring in here. We've got this guy, Brick Dad Builds.
Good evening. Good evening. Hello, everyone. Hello, Tainted.
And this goofball as well, Mr. VMAC Attack himself.
Howdy, howdy.
VMAC's coming to us from an undisclosed location, secret location. We're not sure where this place is, but he's got some interesting builds on some shelves in the background here. But he's moved. He's not in the office today.
I'm back in the basement, the build area, I guess. This is where we would watch TV, actually. But
you're in the media room. Got it. Okay.
Media room, sure.
Depends on what the media is, but yeah, whether it's building or watching TV or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is crazy. A wild Ben appeared. Yeah, I need to trim up the beard a little bit before I go to Chicago. But I did a show run today, and I talked to Mark a couple times this week while we were building. We both agreed that we didn't have time for like a full high quality show run. So this is what our show is brought to you by. It's brought to you by Chicago, the letter Chicago. And here's our topics. We're going to be talking Chicago Brickworld for 8 straight segments. Maybe there'll be some, some of our normal things in here. We'll talk about MOCs at Chicago. We'll talk about memories from past Brickworlds, perhaps, if Mark gets in. He's probably at the Rennie right now trying to find a password or something like that. We don't even know. His office is right down the street, though, from the Rennie, so maybe he's over there frantically trying to plug in wires to get on the show. Maybe he's completely lost track of time. Maybe he's asleep. We don't know. But I do know he was up late last night working on his mock. I finished my collaborative mock yesterday. And because I finished it yesterday, I moved it out of my build room. So my table is going to look quite a bit different today. And this isn't you have to go to Brickworld to see what I built. It's more of I needed to move it upstairs so that I could build on this table for my last couple panic builds. So I'm sure we will show it later, but you won't get to see the finished version until after Chicago. All right, well, let's see who's here, and then we'll check in on our panel here. Alphonse says, who's packing cars tonight? Got almost everything boxed. I'm not packing till Tuesday morning. Superhawk says, who's panicking right now? That'd be everybody. Almost time, says Brickbuilt Labs.
Pretty much.
Reed is here. He was doing a little emergency live build session of his own on his own channel, but now he's visiting us over here. Austin Struder says hello. Hello, Austin. Super Cabra says Brickworld came fast this year. It's fine. Everything's fine. That's interesting considering it's a week later than it was last year, but still
Very
sneaks
true.
up on you. Oda Laterado says, welcome, Tainted. Illinois Central Bricks also saying hello. We've got Andrew. You would never catch me panic building. I always allow myself plenty of time to get my builds done on time. Well, that's, what some people do. Hi, 16-bit Brick Father and Vince the Prince. Oh, 16-bit today, Brick Dad. You stepped up. Not 8-bit Brick Dad today.
I have. Family's not home today, so I do have a little bit more bandwidth to use. So
yeah, that's good. Steve says he's maxing and relaxing because he's all packed. Yeah, whatever, Steve. Just another reason we can't be best friends.
yeah, saw a post from him.
You're so close, Steve. And then
Saw a post
and
from
then
him.
you
He was
said that
actually
thing-
dismantling from last year.
Yeah, well, he
If
said
you
that
already
thing
are
about
done,
the raisin
then-
cookies. Said that thing about the vanilla in the soda. I don't know about this guy. Marty Becker, he's building. So that makes sense. Friday Night Bricks is not panicking. He says, panicking? Nah. All right. Well, that's who's here in the chat. But let's see who's here at least let's see how their weeks were for those who are here on the panel. Let's start with BMAC. You seem to be slightly delayed today, but we're going to start with you.
Pretty good week, I guess. First weekend I've been off for a while because I'm on vacation technically. So, dropped the kids off at scout camp today. So now we got just me and Sarah. So we got the rest until we have to leave on Wednesday morning to prepare. So I'm not really panicking, but I still do need to do some lighting. So
lighting is always one of those things that you can, if you do it while you're building, it's easier to control, but a lot of times it is sort of a last minute addition. At least for me, I find that it really gives a build a sense of life that you don't get without it. But that could just be me. Moto's here as well. He says, let's go start driving tomorrow. He's starting the long trek tomorrow. Al Goff says, who's bummed they can't go? We know you are, Al, but we'll see you. We'll catch you another time. Let's see. We also have someone else stepping in. Here it is, the Brick Babe, down in her Lego room as well.
Hey, you look great, Chris.
All four of us in Lego rooms today. Cool. Yeah, VMAC, we don't look great at all, so it's cool.
You look amazing, Ben. VMAC, you look spectacular.
All right. We'll go to Brick Dad next. Brick Dad, how's the week been?
It's been a busy week. With preparation and stuff like that, we've got some local events that are coming up. I was actually doing a library show with local Bricks and Minifigs to go and give back to the community and participate in some local events. So we took a derby track and a bunch of brick and went and did some building at the library for kids to come and have something to do over summer.
All right. Well, that's a good time. I can't even imagine I would have enough time to do a show the week before Brickworld, but whatever. Oda Laterado says hello to Lene and her cats.
I didn't. We just made it happen.
You just did it anyway. Yeah, we heard Chris might actually be N64 quality tonight. All right.
That's I know, possible. He looks great.
How about you, Lene? Now that you've busted out the lip gloss, we got to see how you're doing. How are you doing this fine weekend?
Crazy week. Had a medical emergency, unforeseen, unplanned medical emergency Friday, and now I have to get emergency surgery. I've never had surgery before. What? So yeah, it was very, very painful, eventful week, but I'm here. I know, right?
Wow. We got to stop having you have
I must have missed that in text today, Lene.
Yeah. Well, it was pretty bad. My blood sugar was almost 700, and yeah, I have to have surgery. So
that's very high.
I was going to tell you guys, but then I was like, I'm sick of always giving bad. Like, I'm just sick of the medical emergencies. I want to be normal. I want to be like Pinocchio, a normal boy or girl.
Yeah, let's get healthy, guys.
Facts.
Oh.
So yeah, that's it. But I'll be in Chicago. Like, I have medication. I am going to be in Chicago. I'm patching myself
All
up.
right. All right. Gonna patch your way through it.
I hope you guys have better weeks.
Yeah. Well, I was building. I was intending to build all weekend. Yesterday we had a grad party. I was with Mark. We were talking on the about the show, and we stayed up way too late on Friday. So on Saturday I was asleep until like 9:30, and then we had 2 graduation parties. My nephew Jake graduated, and then our neighbor across the street graduated. And I was told in no way I could do anything other than stay for a long period of time at Jake's graduation. I could not just make a stop in. So that meant, no uncertain terms, at least 2 hours. So I was there for 2 hours, and then I took a nap before Ariana's. So I hardly got any actual building done yesterday. And then today, Miles had flag football. It was their playoffs. But his team of 7 kids, you need 5 to field a team. 3 of them were out of town on vacation. So they ended up, and then one of the kids didn't show up. They only had 3 players. They had to get 2 subs. So they were very tired. They lost the game, but his team scored 31 points, and Miles accounted for all 31 points.
Whoa.
So, 4 touchdowns and 3 extra points. Yeah, he was a machine tonight.
He carried his team.
He was the only one who the quarterback was used to throwing to. So he just kept throwing him the ball, and he kept catching it. So that's how it goes.
It ain't broke.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was exciting.
Sounds like a pretty solid plan.
Yeah. He turned 13 this week. He turned 13 on Friday.
Oh, happy 13th.
Yes.
You got a teenager.
He's a teenager. I've got
Your
a teenager.
First teen. How's that feel?
Yeah. I keep saying my wife is too young and beautiful to have a teenager, but
she is.
I'm old and ugly enough to have one, so it's okay.
You are not.
Let's see here. Friday
Good
Night Brick
offset.
says I had family in town for a nephew's wedding yesterday, so a little building over the last few days. Well, hey, that's better than nothing. And we get a good job, Miles Morales. Yeah, he's not a spider child. For his birthday, what he wanted was an Iron Man cosplay mask. It's like this one that's got a couple of servos in the helmet to like make it open with some fancy mask separation thing. It was very cool, but expensive for a bunch of ABS plastic and a couple servo motors. So he keeps asking me, I don't know why, if he just wants to tell his friends where he got it, because they were asking. Every time he asks me where I got it, I always say China, which I think is the most accurate answer to that question. So that's where it came from. So no one else is going to find it. You have to buy these things on like eBay from some sketchy seller. You just have to make sure their ratings are just high enough that you feel confident forking over $100 to them or whatever.
Mm.
So a little later, Otto says, I've seen those and they're cool. So he can say, I am Iron Man. Yeah, it's got voice activation, so he can talk to Jarvis and tell Jarvis to do things with the mask. So it's pretty crazy. So, Hosko says, I've only seen flag football at the Pro Bowl. Yeah, it's a big sport, particularly for the girls who can't participate in tackle, or usually can't. Or at least they don't have programs. They do have professional women's tackle football as well, but usually at the youth level, they don't have a lot of that unless you want to play with the boys. And that's probably fine until, I don't know, 7th, 8th grade. Then the boys all of a sudden hit puberty and they're big and mean and they hit hard. So, so it is big. It is going to be an Olympic sport, I believe, this next go around. The rules are a little different than tackle football, but it's still football in many ways. Miles, we won't let him play tackle football, partly because, as I mentioned, he just turned 13, so he's on the younger side for his grade. But second of all, he's not very big either. He's a smaller kid. And while that might be fine for some people, as a kid ADHD kid who craves contact. I don't really want him running out there with kids twice his size. So that's just kind of how it goes. Some parents are cool with it. I don't know. It's not really my thing. Anyway, yeah, let's see. Did we even get a text remark? Nope, we don't know where he is. That's okay. He'll get here or he won't.
We miss you, Mark.
Yeah, we missed you, Mark. 15 minutes in, we would normally do some sort of gratitude, but we can save that for Mark. I think what we want to talk about, though, get this up early. We're going to talk some MOCs because a couple people have MOCs to show. Normally, I go first, and maybe this won't be so bad because if Mark's not watching, I can show what I built for the Tainted collab. So we'll get to MOCs early and often today. And so you can like and subscribe if you want to see us when we go live, or if you want to see what all of our MOC journeys look like. But we are going to show my Tainted lug build tonight. If everyone will remember, the prompt I got for my Tainted lug collab was horny and wrong. So that's kind of an interesting one. But I think I did it
Let's
justice
start it off
with,
right.
with what I came off with. So here we go.
Who's this kicking it with a new mob? New mob. New mob. New mob. Yeah. Will we get a chunky match? Will we get computer tech? An orange spaceship so sleek? Does he hate castles this week? Does the new mech have a wicked team? Has the castle from last week been reshaped? Has he built 5 or 10? Welcome Z Cerberus Daddy Ben. Yeah! Jump to 5 Ben! Computer tech!
Okay, so my remote is being a bit of a pain in the butt. However, I can get this to work here on the site. So, horny and wrong. This is what I'm building for horny and wrong. It's a... Here we go.
Jeez.
Zoom out a little bit. It is Tank the Rhino being driven by Peelybone.
Like it.
So,
Love
as
it.
everyone knows...
Why does he have his peely boner out?
Yeah, that's the one part about this. I will say the tank, maybe not the world's greatest planning. Does look like he's got something else going on here.
I saw a tank.
All right, let's see.
Oh, this is very nice, Ben.
I love
Very
it.
nice.
Great job, Ben. I love it.
So the tank is not super functional, like the turret doesn't rotate or anything. And obviously I still have some more armor plating to do. But Tank from Animal Crossing has these magenta ears and this green hair in the back. So I sort of replicated Tank a little bit there. It does have a tail. So the back's a little more done.
Nice.
Still needs to be a couple more things back here. I started working on the front. So yeah. What's more horny than Tank the Rhino? And what's more wrong than Peelybone? Nothing is what I think. So this is what's going to be in my Tank.
No. You nailed it. Yeah, you've nailed it.
Yeah, it doesn't have a base. Doesn't have it doesn't have everything done yet. But this is what I'll be adding. And so hopefully Mark will enjoy this. Hopefully he won't rewatch it before he sees it out on the table.
Great job, Ben.
So I think that's a decent representation of Tank. I think I have a picture of him here. He's kind of a bulbous creature, I'll say.
It fits very well.
In the cartoon.
And the addition of Peely to it is spot on. Well done.
Genius. It's great.
Gonna do a
here's-
Ace Ventura Easter egg in the back.
Oh boy.
With the sig fig.
Like it.
Yeah, here's what Tank looks like. So he's got the green hair in the back and the little magenta ears. So that's kind of what I went with the shaping on this.
Great job.
So hopefully everybody thinks it's a hoot. Let's see here. Good thing the cannon isn't yellow. Agreed. Or white. Agreed. It just shoots blanks. Let's see here. Well, the barrel placing is the and wrong part. Yes, it is indeed an extra bit of wrong there. Did you say tank or taint? Yeah, this is tank the Animal Crosser. I just got a little peely bone from Jill Ricardo. Very excited about peely bone there. Yeah, everybody wants
the fact that he already has
a
figure out
the butt
song to go with this.
Yeah, it's pretty horny. So we got all that. So a lot of people enjoying the pure stupidness that is Peely Bone and Tank for the Tainted collab. So still got to finish the armoring on the front. That's not helpful. And then I probably have to add a few antenna and a couple other little bits on the armor here to finish it off. But a good start there. The other thing I definitely don't have done is the Cyclops back there. You can see the Cyclops basically hasn't changed since the first time or last time I showed it, for that matter. It needs some landscaping. While I was working on my other collaborative build, pretty much all of the Cyclopses got lost. I didn't know where they were. So I finally found them yesterday when I was cleaning up from the colors that I don't normally use, that were, all over the place for my other collab. So I still intend to finish this. You can see Peely Bone's extra parts back there. I guess I could find a place to put his backpack on the side of the tank or something too. I don't know. Or his creepy staff. So a couple opportunities there to reincorporate some of his other silliness. But yeah, that's what I came up with because I'm stupid. So,
love it.
Yeah.
We love it, Ben.
I kind of figure for this, for the Cyclops, I need some trees getting bent out of the way or something because he's a giant Cyclops walking through. But for now, it's just looking like that. Yes, it needs some more foliage in general.
Softer side, yes.
The softer side of the scary, maybe pregnant ogre or a Cyclops, as you were. So there's the Cyclops he's sort of based on, without the belt. This is what happens when he takes his belt off. His belly hangs over like that. So
I love the breastplate. I don't. Well, it's not a. Is it a plate?
Is what a plate?
Like the breastplate, the armor, or is that not a breastplate? That's his body.
That's just his big belly.
Oh, body, yaddy, yaddy. Okay.
He's got some shoulder pads on, like this orc does, or this Cyclops does. But then he's just got his belly hanging out.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's a decent representation of a big size of the little Cyclops, but he just needs a little bit of zhuzhing, as it were. So we'll get through that. He's a baddie with a body, says Zodile Dorado. Yeah, he certainly is baddie. BR Ogre, Broger. He's a Broger. It's more of a Cyclops, maybe a Broclops. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, I guess you'll see a big collab if you come to Brickworld, or we'll probably show it a couple weeks afterwards. I will say it changed significantly since the last time it was on here. So got a lot done this week. And I'm glad more than anything that it's done. It's kind of the biggest relief to have that done.
I bet.
But, all right. Well, that's what I built this week. Any other last comments from the Tainted? Let's see. UCS Banana Boner? Well, kind of. Welcome, Mr.
It is a
Cerberus
shift.
Father Ben. So, Brickbuilt Labs did enjoy the Tainted collab. So, that's good. All right.
You're looking good, Ben.
Well, that's what I did. I
Mhm.
still have a couple more little tweaks before I leave on Tuesday. The whole thing is my wife talked me into leaving Tuesday. And so we did that, but you can't unload anything Tuesday. Brickworld itself doesn't open till Wednesday. And then she tells me that because Mara has was doing some class where they were talking about some of these sites to see in various cities, she really wants to see the Bean, the Chicago Bean. And so Rachel's like, "Oh, we can go Wednesday morning." I'm like, "Ugh." So I have to leave the car packed until like middle of the day Wednesday. But, anything for the kids, I guess.
That's a great strategy. I'm with it.
Ben, just so
No.
you know, it beats the heck out of doing medieval times during opening ceremonies. So
I think we should still do that. I don't think that's out of the question yet.
okay.
I think you just send them to scout camp, and then
Yeah, that would be nice.
that's what we did.
I told you this when I suggested Tuesday. You told me what? About the Bean on Wednesday? Anyway, looking like some crazy weather forecasted for Wednesday. Uh-oh. Maybe we'll have to go some other day.
Shh, quiet,
Bill Bartley
quiet. We're not
says the
talking
Bean
about
is
that.
impressive. Hello, are you answering me? I'm not answering you. That's a bit of a weird question. All right. Let's see what these other fools have built. I see someone's already got his business up and ready to go. So we're going to move to a different guy next here. And no one will know who it is until I click the magic intro button. And here it is.
In the corner of the room, there's a world made of bricks. Brick Dad's in his zone, working his magic with flicks. Late nights glow with colors, each piece tells a tale. Building dreams for his kids, every block a trail. Every click brings a vision, his heart starts to soar. Creating joy in a castle, can't help but adore. Brick Dad building up dreams, one piece at a time. With every block placed down, it's like writing a rhyme. Creating memories that shine brighter than gold. In a world made of Lego, the stories unfold.
All right.
Oh, thank you for the intro. Hello.
So what we got, Brick Dad?
Well, what we have. I'll hit
Let's
that
try to
layout
get this
there.
in. I think we need this one technically. No, it is the camera. Oh, we're professionals.
Yeah. Now, I don't know the quality that you guys are able to see on this. Hopefully it's decent and you can actually see it better than me.
It's zany, actually.
Is it?
Keeps flashing like yellow and purple, and it's crazy.
Oh, let's do this real quick. Let's pull this out. Let's see if we can re-add this camera real quick and
All right, that's less bad.
Okay.
that's less bad. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Tell us.
Well, I need a disclaimer, just like Lego does. Things don't float, things don't fly. Brick Dad doesn't stream. Soon enough, I will have a faster speed. For some reason, there was a holdup. I don't know if it's been weather or what, but so this is one of my MOCs that I'm going to be bringing with me to Chicago this year. This is Playing Koi, is the title of it. I have a koi pond in there, and it's actually about 2.5, 3 studs deep, 3 bricks deep, koi pond. You can see it back over there towards the tea house. I actually have the fish figures vertical swimming in there. It's not mechanical, but I do have lights in there as well. If they're not on for the pictures right now, just because I have terrible lighting down here and my cameras obviously don't work very well, and you obviously couldn't see it as well. But yeah, this is one of my builds here. It's a 48 by 48 base, so it's got a decent footprint, and yeah. So This is a reimagined version of the Tranquil Garden set that we got that just recently went on clearance at multiple Walmarts and stores. So if you're looking for one, definitely get out there and take a look. But it has been, like I do, chunkified, mocked up, rebuilt, and added to it. And rather than using the 1x2 koi fish tiles, I actually put the fish in a pond. So, but I sent some pictures to you guys. If one of you guys want to pull those up to have a better image of this, there's some pictures with that if you guys wanted to do that to make it a little easier for viewing.
The only one who can really do that well is Mark, because the texts transfer over to his laptop super easy on his iPhone.
No worries.
We have to.
Well, here's the thing:
shenanigans to get ours to work.
It will be at Brickworld, so if you want to come take a look at this and see what I did, how I did it, and talk about it, by all means, come see me, and let's take a look at it and talk about it. So
did the trees pull out like they do in the Tranquil Garden? Can you rearrange them or anything?
They are not the same type of pullout. I've actually got them pinned in so that they will come out the same way, but it's a Technic pin up into the trees, not the 2x2 that they had before. So, but yeah,
great.
And I added those cherry blossoms to really fill them out a lot more and enlarge them. And then the tea house is similar to the original tea house, but I didn't like how it had all of the windows that were all blocked off and papered over because you couldn't see in it. So I actually opened it up, redid the railings and rebuilt it a bit and put it off on a cant, little more than what it already was. And then added some minifigs in to actually put some life into it, because when we do builds, minifigs put life in it. So
looks great. I love the color scheme.
Well, thank you. Yeah, well, I wanted to put as much color into it as I could, because Japanese gardens and stuff are so notorious for the colors and the styles and the life that they put into stuff. So I wanted to have the pond. I wanted it elevated enough that it stood up, but had a definite depth to it that you could actually look down into the pond and see the fish actually in it, and not just be tiles or something like that. So
there's a richness and a warmth to it, and I like that.
What you got going on there in the courtyard? Are those like totems, or like it looks like a dragon, or am I?
Looks like we have both a red and a green dragon down in there.
That is correct. Yeah, I've got them. Those are the costume figures. They're out there because they're actually it's a festival going on. They've got examples of martial arts, Kimpo karate going on, breaking some boards and stuff like that, and just some demonstration stuff happening on the grass area next to the pond. There's a lady with the umbrella there. She's actually announcing it and talking about what it is, so that people can actually see the show.
She's got a microphone, and there's some secret Bluetooth speaker, I think, maybe in the big stone icon there or something. I don't know.
Yes.
So we can get there somehow. Okay, yeah, the pond looks pretty neat from these pictures. So we'll have to get a good close up on that. And you said you did sneak some lights down in there?
I do have some lights in it too. Yeah. So when we do World of Lights, the tea house itself has a light that shines down into the tea house. And then the pond itself, I have a perimeter wrap of white lights in there. So it lights up the inside of the pond. And then everything else is just dimly lit from the surrounding area of lights. So it gives a good shadowing all the way around it. So
that'll be fun. We've got the frog gate over here. That's how you enter the garden, maybe. I don't know.
Yes.
We call it the frog gate.
Yeah, the frog gate over there.
And you can't really appreciate the flowers from this angle, but they sit on top of the water. Chris sent us pictures, guys, so we have better pics. So we just can't pull it.
All of the lily pads there.
Yeah. What's the other camera you're using?
I would have to look at it and see. I don't know the specifics on it.
All right. Punch it in the face and set it on fire.
I will definitely do that. So yeah, no, it's well. That's the thing is, I think it's actually my connection right now because
Okay.
I had it on earlier and did a test run with it to make sure that I could actually use my camera and all that, and it didn't have
All
any
of a sudden, it
problems.
looks fine. Now that we're talking about its imminent death, it's like,
Yeah,
Very
no,
close.
I will
Yeah.
trash you if you do not perform well. So
yeah, you're on.
don't glitch at
No.
me. I saw that.
Brian Bonahum's got his car loaded. No one cares, Brian. Go away.
We care, Brian.
Okay, we do care, Brian. uh, especially because you've got to come for us to get all the stuff we need for our collab. So
True. Yeah,
we're looking forward to seeing you there.
we appreciate you.
All right. Well, it's definitely a updated tea garden. I'll have to take a look at that, hopefully live. I told Brian to go away and he's listening to me. That's the first time ever. He usually does not listen
Stay,
in
Brian.
any way, shape, or form. Moto also says, my
Ready to
car's
go.
loaded and ready to go. Brian Bonham adds, apparently not. Apparently not what, Brian?
Overachievers.
Yeah. How about this? We should have the influencers that were at medieval times subject to a quiz on the opening ceremonies. I don't know if I'm considered part of the influencers in air quotes, but we went there for my son's 12th birthday last year. And because Brickworld is a week later, his birthday was able to be enjoyed at home this year. So
I don't think
He
you fall into that
overall had a good
category
day.
this year.
So, yeah, all right. Well, I think maybe we won't even have an opportunity to go to medieval times. I don't know. But I kind of feel like I should go at opening ceremonies, or at least tell Mark I'm going, even if I don't, just to see what happens. Ahium Bricks is here. Says, hey, Al, working on loading my car.
Nice.
Steve Paul just says, we're not overachievers, just achievers. So
Over.
he's saying low ball to be packed already. I do have 2 mocks upstairs. Nope, I have 3 mocks upstairs. Does that count?
That counts. I'll give
right.
you that. I'll give you credit for that.
Daddy
They're
Urso says we'll
upstairs.
be at Hotel Tuesday. Ben, go to medieval times during the yard sale. Yeah, Mark will love that. I can't imagine that he'll do anything other than give me a high five if he asks me to help him with the garage sale and I don't show up.
Yeah, that could go not well.
Yeah. Before we get to our next presenter, I think VMAX got something to show us. Before we get there, I want to remind everyone what our show run is. It's this. We're talking Chicago. That's what we're talking about today.
Then is Chicago coming up?
I didn't say I wouldn't come back. Oh, okay. Yeah, Chicago's coming up. Officially, it is Brickworld opens on Wednesday. Some of us will be there Tuesday. Mark's already at the hotel, trying to make sure everything runs smoothly this year, as opposed to last year. The additional amenities center. I don't know what to call it. There's like right connected to the Renaissance. There's like an entertainment complex. We've never had that there before. Now it's there. I've heard it has a number of things that people might want to check out. In addition to, of course, all the events at Brickworld.
It does.
Should keep you plenty busy. But if for some reason you find yourself having downtime, is that they've got go-karts and they're like super go-karts and all kinds of other stuff there.
There are 3 different levels of racing tracks that you can enjoy. You have a juniors, an intermediate, and a full speed racetrack. They have laser tag. They have bowling. They have an adult beverage facility as well, including a major gaming area to go with it, and party rooms if you have a large group and you want to actually get one of the party rooms as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, they've got a lot of stuff there for sure. They also have a parking ramp. I don't know the situation with the parking ramp, though. You might have to pay to park.
The parking garage is not a pay to park. It is an open parking, and it is connected to the hotel from the 2nd floor. So you can actually park in the parking garage and get to the hotel registration desk from the parking garage.
Yeah, that might be where I need to park on Tuesday. Not going to unload from there because, it's much easier to unload closer to the convention center itself. Super Cobra's ready for some go-karts. Hi, also, guys, says JVP. Pedal to the metal. Full speed. Let's go. I'm getting in tomorrow to get some pre-Brickworld antics out of the way, says Brick Dynasty. So Brick Dynasty's maybe going to go see the Bean and go to medieval times before the show even thinks about opening. I'm assuming Greg is busy at the convention center right now. I don't know who Greg is, but okay.
Could be mixed up London calling with Mark. I don't know.
I don't know. Don't forget your swimsuit, says Brian. Brian always participates in the boat race. That's a fun event, but as everybody knows, the caution I will give you for the boat race, it gets ridiculously hot where the pool is. So you don't like that, you might want to stand by one of the doors or bring your own personal like around the neck shoulder fan thing. Reed says boats. Oda Dorado suggests that Mark is setting up a Brickworld. He's doing cannonballs in the hotel pool for guest satisfaction research purposes. Wow.
I like that.
There is a possibility of that.
I hope he is.
Unlikely, but possible.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know why Brian bothered putting this up. Of course. Duh. Let's see here. Our schedule is free during the boat race this year. Excited to see that. All right. One of the events my son really likes, just for people who haven't been. There's a schedule, has a lot of stuff on it. There are a number of sort of very, I will say, there are some pop-up events that aren't necessarily advertised, but Train Olympics is one of my son's favorites. Essentially, they set up a figure eight track. It's actually a double figure eight. And they run the trains on the tracks until they run into each other. And there's a number of different ways to score points as part of the train demolition derby, as it is. Such as spectacular crashing, as well as a number of laps that you can do. When your trains crash, you can repair them and put them back on the track to try to get additional laps before your opponent can do the same. My son had so much fun watching it that we actually 3D printed some crossover tracks, because Lego doesn't really have them in the in at least not for a reasonable price in the power functions variety. So we 3D printed our own and they worked pretty well and crashed a few trains for a few weeks.
Nice.
Super Cobra also enjoys the unofficial events. Listed as Train Olympics, says Brian. Yep, and that's what I mentioned. Train Olympics, which is more of a demo derby than anything else. Let's see here. Reed says, my boat needs some more testing since I added the scooters back on from when Brian gets in my way. Oh, the shooters back on. What exactly did these shooters do? Do they try to fill Brian's boat with water to sink it? I don't know. Brian was threatening, I heard on Friday Night Bricks, to add some sort of toe behind mine type weapon that he was going to deploy if he got in front of everyone to slow him down. So let's see. Al Goff says
that makes sense.
He's listening to the NHL final, watching the NHL finals, and listening to y'all. Let's start about your mocks, and I'm trying to stay awake. I've only had 2 hours of sleep in the last 24 hours. Oh no! All right. 29 ERCB, excited to attend Brickworld 2026's first time attendee, hopeful to meet a bunch of AFOLs and make some new friends. That is certainly part of the secret sauce of Brickworld. I believe one of us on this panel has produced a video about what some first time attendees may want to look out for. So maybe if you check out Brick Dad's various things, like this.
It was the mirroring. I was like, he's over here, but no.
Yeah, it's like the screen mirroring. It's like, to me, this is pointing to him. Not
so
pointing to
to
him.
me,
This is pointing to him.
But I have to do it the other way.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Pointing to Ben.
Anyway.
Pointing to
That's not where I am.
Vince. Me.
No. Well, Vince is right.
Yeah, mine's easy.
No. Now, if you're looking for where do I park, where do I go, where do I check in, where do I get my where's everything at the Rennie? You can hit my profile. It's also linked on Instagram with any of the profiles there. Brickworld also collaborated on that, so you can find it through the Brickworld sites as well. But it's a quick 7-minute video showing you how to get in, where stuff is, what's going to be happening, and just giving you a walkthrough of the hotel so you can get your bearings before actually getting there.
All right.
That's so cool.
And I would suggest there are some events specifically geared to first-time attendees to meet people and make friends. As we've noted a number of times, even though I appear on the stream every week, we've talked about it way less this year than we have in years past. But I'm actually a very introverted person, very, very socially awkward. It doesn't always seem that way on the stream here, but it's indeed true. Same thing with Lene. She's expressed the same. So meeting new people is sometimes overwhelming for everyone or for many people in the community. So never take anything personally. It's usually not you. It's usually us that have the problem.
They don't understand we're alone here. It's like here we're alone. It's different when face-to-face contact is totally different.
Yeah, I always feel like I'm a slightly different person at Brickworld than I am at home. And I don't know if that's good or bad. Sometimes I feel like I'm amplified. I somehow seem trollier at Brickworld. I don't know.
Trollier?
It's a defense mechanism to maintain
I don't know.
your bubble. That's all it is. And it's fine. That's what we do.
Is this Brickworld hype? Let's see here. Quite the Brady Bunch predicament. Yeah, we don't know who we're betting at, Steve. Do the Brady Bunch look at each other? Okay, let's see here.
Who am I looking up at?
This is me looking at Vince, but I don't know. Vince, are you there?
Yes. That's you looking at Vince. Vince,
right,
you're looking at the
mine's right for everybody. So.
Interesting. Look at me, Vince.
You look the other direction.
Look at me, Vince. Yeah, to me, you're looking the wrong way. But I don't know. It's so weird.
But not on.
I know.
Yeah.
This is how it works.
So this is wrongly right.
Yeah, that's me. Yep.
Lene, am I looking at you?
Nope. You gotta look the other way.
Good thing Mark's not here because this would be shades of white.
Okay.
Whatever. He can do his own problem. Vince was not looking at Ben. No, he wasn't.
Shut up, Brian.
No. On stream, we are all alone together.
Okay, so this is
That's
Lene
kind of
here.
what it's like.
Yeah.
That's Lene there. Yep.
That's Lene? Okay.
Yes.
Lene.
Lene.
High
Yep,
five.
that's Lene. Yep.
This one's. I still got this one for Brick.
That one's easy for you. Yeah, I can get to Lene pretty easy. Yeah. Let's see. William Bartley agreed. An introvert. I love interacting with everyone in general, with the exception of humans. There you go. Yeah.
I'm part human, so you should half enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm offended.
Yeah. All right. We are going to get to VMAX builds here in a second. Lene, do you have anything to show this week?
Of course I don't.
I just thought I'd ask.
Other than medical bills. No.
All right. I was just trying to be nice.
Thank you. I appreciate
Normally with Brick Dad, we like to play one of a few different songs that VMAC has written for us when we walk him up. Our favorite is probably they've been reordered, probably because we play them so much. They were moved up to the top. Normally, these things are at the bottom. All right, here we go.
We got new directions.
Here it is. All right. Yeah, I don't know what we moved, but I found it. So here it is. We're going to do the 3-minute one. Everybody, if you have a pet that you like to pet, and that pet is an axolotl, this one goes out to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, gather around for a mystery Vince can't wrap his mind around. Vince sees an axolotl, says that's a salamander, right? Cute little salamander, confident in his 6'7" might. Feathered gills, goofy grin, living fully aquatic. Vince says, same thing, bro, and that's where it gets problematic. He's got axolotl blindness. Oh no, here we go. Can't tell a salamander from a pink little brony. On regeneration facts just slide right by. He says, looks the same to me. Bro, nice try. He's got axolotl blindness. Oh no, here we go. Sees an axolotl, says it's a salamander, yo. Show him a salamander crawling out on land. Show him an axolotl in an ocean wonderland. One is dry, one is moist, but you're giving him the choice. Vince knows with blind belief they're clearly the same as far as he can see. We tried diagrams, charts, even zoology links, and he nods like he gets it, but we know what he's thinking.
How much is that axolotl in the window?
I do hope he's for sale.
Is that what's on the skateboard as well? Another axolotl?
No, that's a salamander.
I love that VMAX attack has like axolotl blindness.
What's the difference between this and that salamander with Olaf?
He's got axolotl blindness. Oh no, here we go. Can't tell a salamander from a pink little brony. Alternate regeneration facts just slide right by. He says, looks the same to me. Bro, nice try. He's got axolotl blindness. Oh no, here we go. Sees an axolotl, says it's a salamander, yo.
All right. So here we go. We've got some axolotl blindness. We've also got Vince ready to show something. And here it is. Let's add it to the stage. Ta-da! We're gonna go big screen on this.
Ooh. Ooh.
Here we go.
So this is a finished product for this particular module, or whatever you call it, island. I say this is a long-term plan where I'll have, at some point several dozen, and it's kind of like an open to any displayer thing, at least at the expos, so like anybody could kind of join in as they wanted. That's the idea, kind of like a collaborative that's always open, I guess. I don't know. So originally I was going to put a bunch of trans 1x1s over the water part, but I like it how it is now. So
Me too.
Yeah, I don't think you should. I kind of like the pearlescent color. It does kind of give a slightly otherworldly vibe without being too over the top. Spacabra loves the colors.
my fear before I got the vine wrapped around the pond there was it looked too much like ice, but I think now with stuff growing, it doesn't look like ice.
Yeah. No, I didn't really get that vibe. Though I could understand that. I guess here in Minnesota, when you have frozen over ice, it's like very black on top. It doesn't really look blue. But yeah, I think the opalescent is kind of a cool feature. Looks like you've also got some sort of little green creature there on the planet.
Oh yeah. I used the Squishmallow things from that
Squishmallow
CMF
fan from the CMF. All right.
Yeah. So I think they actually make little alien birds. Yeah. So
yeah, they do make they do look like little alien birds.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
And I used hair brushes for like little, I don't know, some type of plant.
Yeah.
Alien plant.
I was going to guess at first when I saw those that they were maybe popsicles, but they're hairbrushes.
Yeah.
So, okay. And this kind of seems like a bit of a forbidden oasis here with all the big plants growing up around it. So, danger to anyone who tries to get there. They got to cut their way in.
It doesn't look. I mean, it's like one of those like like a siren because it's very inviting color wise.
It sounded like you just got stuck in molasses there, Vince.
I thought it was
Okay.
me.
No. All of a sudden,
Better?
Vince was cutting out. Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
better.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going up with our share cameras today. But there we go. We've also got a new visitor entering the chat. One Mr.
Hello.
Mark Larson.
Hi, it's me.
Mark, where's this background?
This is my. We are at the Renaissance here
Wow.
in a standard room.
Yeah, very standard.
Yeah.
Let's just say that if you host a convention at the Rennie, you can also get a standard room like Mark has.
There's a standard room attached to it.
If you pay them many hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I'm so glad the first thing I heard after the Max Headroom thing, the cyborg dubstep DJ, whatever happened. Hey, everybody who's saying hi in the chat. Because I was like, oh, great, my connection is terrible here. They're like, VMAX, something just happened here. I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, no, it was
Like,
working perfectly until then.
I can't put up with one more setback today. That's the mood I'm in right now. So,
All right. I see the other squishmallow there, so you got both the blue one and the green one as your little alien birds.
squeesh. That's my contribution. Squeesh. That's all I'd say.
Squeesh.
I love this, by the way.
I do too. The color scheme, I'm so in love with.
I have two blue ones. I don't know if I got two in the pack or.
Oh, there. Okay.
I don't know where.
I'm going to go one
other
step
one came
further here. And I'm going to say, why? Wait a minute. Why is that not connected? Oh, because I haven't connected it. I'm going to say I'm jealous. Like, it's like you got to like sit there and like just play for the last week. And now I have a baller mock to bring to Brickworld because you had like, I know you've been very busy with work, so I'm not like trying to disparage like the amount of time you have to put into things. But I'm like, goddamn, I wish like this is how, because like I say, right now I could go off on a bit of a diatribe here. I say like, everybody has their day job and it gets in the way of building. My day job, however, is like Brickworld, so my day job gets in the way of building as well. But it's in those panic hours that in the last few weeks leading up to Brickworld where we have panic hours for planning Brickworld. So this is what I have to. It's just I have to shift my mindset so that I get things done much earlier. And I've made this way too much about me in the last 37 seconds or so. But Vince, this is beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. It certainly is. Lots of color. I like the dark blue kind of as a transition with the dark pink.
Yes, I also specifically like what's happening off to the side where you've got the bright light orange, or maybe it's just regular orange, working with the dark azure, like yet another
coral
type of it. Is it coral?
Yeah, it's the coral. It's the
Ooh,
coral.
okay, yeah.
It's the coral.
You're right.
Is it
Plus, it
coral
looks like some bright light orange stem pieces and then some dark azure.
Is it coral and coral?
Yeah, it's the coral piece.
It's the coral piece. Okay.
Yeah.
Scoop Shovel gives us. Oh no,
back here.
He's no longer Scoop Shovel. Friday Night Bricks Clear Castle. Stop with your long name. Says Brickworld boat race hype and help to help Mark's mood. My mood's just fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I know what song Reed wants to hear. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Yes,
we love that happens around here.
Get to that after Vince's mock for sure.
Vince, I cut you off. I do apologize. What were you saying?
Bye, Mayo.
VMAC?
Yeah.
What happened to Chris?
I think we need to get VMAC down to one camera or something. I don't know what's going on here. All right.
I suspect pod people.
We're making an adjustment there. We'll see if VMAC can get stuff fixed. He's sort of working on getting that. I'll give him an extra second. We'll play Reed's song while we're waiting. And actually, I think the song is a bit apropos. It's this one here. This is the one.
The toy is made for children. Let's get some of those. Holding them hostage. Trapped within this lifeless space. Give them a table. Or they can play on their leg. Nothingness around, perfect shapes on hapless ground. Throw it into the void. A monochromatic hellscape. Open void. Into the void. Send out into nothing. I don't know how this thing will sail when there's nothing left to see. But I know the void is in me.
All right, let me just say this has been a weird stream.
Where's Lene?
Yeah.
And Vince?
So
Wait a minute, now it's Brick Dad.
yeah, so
Lene stepped out. She'll be back shortly. Okay.
and I think Vince went down to one camera to try to eliminate the problems we were having there.
VMAX is back,
Correct.
and now Brick
Yes.
Dad's here. Hi, Brick Dad.
Vince,
So let's go big on this one for Vince. Vince, we can't hear you if you're talking, but
Yeah, I
You're-
wasn't
it's back
talking.
up. There we go. All right, cool. All right,
Yeah,
good.
we can hear you though
hear
when you
ya.
do. Yay.
All right,
Everything good?
Yep.
we should be
All right,
good
then.
now.
So
All
far,
right, so this back tree thing is coral, but all this is there's that
Nice.
bright light yellow
yeah,
the-
sure.
carrot tops and
Flame yellowish orange, I believe. At
There we
least
go.
From my brain.
that's it. That's the color.
That's it. That's the color.
So I had a lot of fun with this. And there's a lot of either they don't make it in these colors in those molds, or I just don't have them. But so I had to do different techniques a lot of the time to get shapes that I wanted. I'm really happy with how it came out.
I'm
right.
really happy with how it came out.
It's
It looks great.
It's beautiful. I love
I'm
this.
chuckling. I'm chuckling not at you, Vince. I was chuckling at this question. Is Mr. McQueen fathering a child into the void song? I don't
Based
have an
upon a
answer
true
for
story.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I always did kind of wonder about the beginning of that video, but it tells a good story. Run.
I was having fun with the stock imagery that came with my editing software, and like that was
And you
about
can't
like
You can't give the void.
lifestyle shots, like
Yeah.
yeah. So I was
Um,
like, yeah,
Reed
I have
says it
these,
has
might as well use them.
a great beat and great words. Odele Dorado says people keep getting taken away. Help. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
every time we leave.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
I
all
should have the
bounced out,
same.
yeah.
Yeah, and now Oro Regato, Mr. Robato to
Dad, yeah.
the Bishop family. Apparently, they're running a scam on Tuesday, and if they don't get caught by the police, they'll be in Chicago, as Brian Bonahum points out. Who are you scamming on Tuesday?
Yes.
I do believe that's what they talked to us about last time.
Yes, of course he means a scan for a medical issue, so hope to see you
Jan-
Thursday.
Jan's scam. James's scan. Dear Lord. So Odele Dorado says, what happens in this part of the book, Vince?
Ooh, good question. This is based on a novel from Vince, so let's find out.
Everyone's spelling is bad. Don't worry.
I actually have an excerpt printed off that I'm going to display with this.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So
Double
if you
ooh
are
there,
going to be
buddy.
at the show, you can just read it. But
Is that the
this
stream's
is
first double ooh?
I don't know.
It might be.
Might be.
Maybe my voice will get higher.
This is the scene from whenever the protagonist is being shown like a past event through some type of fantasy sci-fi magic ish, very soft magic. And so it's revealing the planet to the protagonist.
Soft magic as compared to hard magic.
Well, there's a difference.
Yep, gotcha. And I'm sure it's a spectrum, right? Supercobra says looks like there's a green-eyed creature and a blue blob creature on the pink land? Question mark?
There is. They're not green-eyed.
Yes.
They're just blue and pink.
Who did invite Tainted? I didn't. Not me. I didn't. Where? How did I get here?
Why are we doing this stream tonight, Mark?
I don't know.
It's a vent.
Is it? To stop ourselves from going insane? I don't know if it's, I actually don't know if it's helping that. Ben is furiously building while he's streaming.
I wouldn't say furiously, but I am building.
Quietly, though, which I do appreciate. I also plan to dump some stuff out after I show my mock. Is there news this week?
There's a little tiny bit of news.
I didn't do the silliness segment I said I would do. Because why?
Well, that's okay.
I didn't have time. I can also just do it piecemeal and pull out pictures from post-pandemic theme.
Okay.
And...
All right. Mark has been replaced by Mickey Mouse.
I sure have.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I be?
What?
It's fun this way. You're so welcome.
An elaborate scheme, this whole anyone can build upon my world thing. Is this all an elaborate scheme to get more copies of your book sold?
Brian, text Melanie. I am not here to business. You keep this crap out of the chat.
No, it's not a scheme. It's part of the community bit of it. And I think how this planet and its natural people kind of blend into the Brickworld community. So it's something where people can just come, and if they want to participate but they don't have much to show, they can build something that goes with this. Or if you only build spaceships, you can build a spaceship that's visiting this planet and just have a little blue or pink land underneath where it's holding it up.
Okay.
So it's just to have fun and build the community.
So I think all that is to say, buy a copy of Vince's book. Due out July 1st.
I don't know. It's not even published.
I was like, is it
due out July 1st? I don't know. I'm just making it up.
Well, don't make shit up and get our hopes up.
Okay. Brickbuild Lab says my build was posted on Brickworld Instagram account today. That was fun. All right. When is the live stream game? It will be Sunday morning. At 9:00 is when we're going, I think. JBB says, is this the Ocean Wonderland for a pink little bro? 8 a.m. apparently.
8 a.m. It's to entice people to do something besides
be in the hall
during low sensory hours.
Yeah. Steve wants to know if you can do a Goofy. I don't know. All right, okay? That wasn't bad.
Close enough.
I'll take it.
Gorge, yeah, I guess I could.
Now, Vince, with this build, are you planning on putting any more of the coral piece type trees in there, or is this?
Not on this one, no. Overall, I don't really have a standard for the vegetation. Okay. But so time willing, which I will have time, for every big piece like this size, you'll have just maybe a 8x8 round or something with a little something peppering in between. So that would be a place to have you could have a couple islands of those type of tree, because they're nice and slim. They don't take up much room. And they just kind of, I think they're a good accent tree.
Oh yeah, the color combination on it is phenomenal with all of the colors that you have in this. It really pops and pulls it out. So yeah, no, I love it. So
yeah, all right. Oh gosh, guys. Vince, I'm not going to remove your mock because it's the only camera you have, and I don't want to cut you out.
I can be cut for a little bit and walk back.
No, we'll just do this. We'll just rearrange while Mark's furiously texting with the sound still on his phone. Let's see
why?
here.
And that text chain is on Do Not Disturb, and it still dings for some reason on my computer.
Yeah, that's all right. Al Goff says he does a good Goofy. Be nice to hear that sometime. All right. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
I don't either. Someone was bowling with a very large aluminum ball.
Anyway, Mark, I do want to play this quick question. If people still wanted to get a Southside Trooper, could they still get one, Mark?
Fuck yeah, they can.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
So we'll play that quick.
Thank you. Also,
Yeah.
I've got a build to show.
Okay, cool. We'll do that, and then we'll run Mark's walk up. So if you want to get yourself an exclusive Southside Rennie figure, log into your portal. Mark goes over how to do that basically every week.
Not this week.
Not this week. Yeah, so you can go back and listen to any of our old streams at the beginning of the stream, and he'll tell you all about it.
Buy it. Cool.
But if you want to get in there, you can get yourself a Mr. 312. So here we go.
You want it?
Have a callback for 816.
We have the skirt gang invading the Rennie. I desperately need backup. I need backup.
312 Southside.
Get your figure to the Rennie, at the Rennie we ride.
312 Southside.
Get your figure to the Rennie, at the Rennie we ride. Southside Trooper. What? Southside Trooper. Beep, 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 beep. Meet me in the lobby.
All
Are you
right,
scared?
So get yourself a Al Capone.
Al Paclone.
Paclone.
See, Brick Dad, it's nothing to do with
Al
dyslexia.
Paclone. It's just hard to say.
It's
Al Paclone.
as
Al
you
Paclone.
and so I want to give Brick Dad credit for being the one who coined it. And as he was coining it, he was like clone.
Yes,
Nailed it.
Al Paclone.
Coined
Yes.
it. Still can't pronounce it. Neither can anybody.
All right. Mark has got a little to show us.
I do.
believe we are going to look at some more cloud people.
Ooh.
Here we go. Let's go.
Mark's an otter, watch him splash, building art deco, leaves and grass, keeping fab, you land on streams, making mucks, fulfilling dreams. No knee breaks when his builds are up, only cheers and howls from his pub. So let's get pumped for this Scorpio. Mark's creations are on the show.
All right. So let's get ourselves a biggie. Oh, we do have our boy VMAC back.
Oh, VMAC, what's up? I'm sorry.
And this is fun. All right. Fourth try later.
Okay.
You got it.
Check that out.
Well, we're not really seeing it from a great angle, but I know what it is.
That is it. So I thought the first time you see Slave One, it's at Cloud City. So what if you combine Slave One with a Cloud? This is my Cloud version of Slave One.
Oh,
What do you
interesting. Not even vaguely true of what this actually is.
Yeah, it is. Look, engines, wings, a little
Okay,
ramp.
all
That's
right.
where Han Solo goes.
Paradox City.
Yeah, the pareidolia, like a Muppet. That's an ostrich.
Yeah, this does look like an ostrich space fighter. I'm not going to lie.
All right, so I was kidding. It's actually a shield. See?
Now we're almost there.
All right, here it goes.
Oh,
There it goes.
there we go.
It's the final
Hey.
form,
Yo.
the final evolution of the clouds for whatever my castle is.
Whatever it is.
Certain nebula. So this is
Nebulous.
I would say, like, I'm happy with the silhouette. I'm not crazy about the shape of the figure itself. I mean, the torso's great, but everything else is kind of.
I don't know. He looks like he's got swimmer's legs. He looks like he has big, powerful legs, big
Oh, he
thighs.
certainly. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
maybe
rugby player for sure.
Maybe a little too big. Yeah, and the triceps don't exactly match, but anything else bigger I used was a little like cartoonish. Oh, here.
Yeah.
Here we go. And where do I need to put this here? Oh, I can actually rest my elbow this way. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, unfortunately, there is always that downside of the fact that we're building with Lego. You know,
True. I do like the boots, though. They're a little more Mercury than Orion, but
Then what? I don't think I heard you say that right.
not to give away the theme. But yeah, this is the final boss of my mock, and I finished it a couple hours before I left my house.
well done.
Thank you.
At what time in the what AM in the morning?
So, well, I went to bed at 4. I fell asleep at 5, and then I finished this at. I finished this. What time did I text you that pic? What time did I text you the? What
The
time?
text that didn't include the picture?
Exactly. Where it
I'll
sounded
look.
more like I was insulting your build than my own.
It
And
was
you're like, what, the base? I'm like, the base of this? I didn't show you. I just showed you the figure. But yeah, there it is.
That was 12:38.
Ah, nice.
12:38.
Okay, so I actually am starting to appreciate the landscaping of the clouds when I see it on camera. I'm like, oh, I actually did that part pretty well. I think I copied the VDP balloon, though. But I do. I gotta get.
It looks good, though.
So I still have to build the base out, and I still have to light it. But closer than I've been to anything in a long time.
Yeah, get where we get. JVB says looks great. Clouds are amazing.
Thank
Steve
you.
Polda gives it a very nice.
It is a great spaceship, though.
Is it timber already?
It's a nice shield as well. But yeah, it's this.
Yeah.
The mirroring. All right, so here, the mirroring is all accomplished by Axel, because otherwise I didn't know how I was going to get this figure to be able to hang upside down.
So he has an axle up his butt.
Yep, that's exactly where. Yep,
that's how that works.
How Pokemon of him.
Yeah. Akov is in the house.
What's up, Sean?
Ancient spatial cloud warrior is what you'd call him if you couldn't call him what you're actually calling him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ancient club warrior, or dagger, as it were in this case.
It's a little more daggery.
Who got turned into stars because Zeus was jealous of, I don't know, some woman who turned into a cow or something.
Don't know what you're talking about. Someone suggests maybe it's a biblically correct slave one.
Exactly. See?
Brickworld Lab suggests in that form, if you spin it around there with the shields in front, and then tip it up.
Looks like Sid. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. My arm is getting tired anyway. Hold on, let me adjust.
Hold it in spaceship formation with the shields pointing forward.
Gotcha. The initial
then we
one.
get some pareidolia, I think.
That's what Vince said.
Right, but a specific pareidolia, because somebody says then it would look like Sid from Ice Age. We want to see that.
Oh, that's not wrong, actually.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like those orange things from Labyrinth that pop their head off.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Someone also suggests Jar Jar Binks, maybe a little bit, but I think more Sid. So Odo says you pulled a me right there.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That was just one. That was a 3-stud connection there in the back. And only because I was shaking it furiously like an idiot. So.
Is this Smart Brick compatible?
Yes. Or wait, since Sean is here, it is what is it called? Dumb brick? No, dumb play.
Dumb play.
Dumb
play.
Dumb play
compatible.
Dumb play compatible. Yeah, this is very dumb. This is. I should use this as my avatar. This is very dumb. This isn't a smart brick at all. Who's Who's asking?
This looks like an ostrich that got his head smashed in by a frying pan and his eyes popped out the side.
Need some buck teeth up front.
That is exactly what it is. Yeah, you guys are good at this. But yeah, I think the problem is the camera pointing too low. There we go. Because I keep running into the table with it.
Look at those rippling muscles that Mark's got going on today.
Yeah, I told you to cover yours on the guy on your throne, and I've been all peckish on this one.
Yeah, sorry.
Super pecs.
Super Cobra's laughing at us because why wouldn't you?
Makes me a hypocrite. This is also Shield 4. This is.
Are those like mini lander size or are they bigger?
They're much bigger than a mini lander. God,
Okay.
I wish I could. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. Because I can rest my elbow on the table if I move the camera angle up. Oy.
Got a Zevia in the shot here. We've also got some bins of stuff that Mark needs to finish his work.
Doing. That's lighting.
Oh, there we go.
We got double Zevias and some whiskey.
Double fisting.
See, it's totally a slave one.
Yeah, kind of.
There we go. All right, now I can actually.
General Grievous.
Nice.
But General Grievous too, yeah. Right before he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this will sit in the right in one of the entranceways to that mirrored castle you guys have been looking at for weeks, and so have I.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, Artbreak.
I look forward to seeing that this week.
I
So.
want to be clear about something here, right? It says I think the arms look good. Sculpting figures at that scale is hard.
Oh, thank you.
Tried it this year. I wasn't talking about the arms of his figure. I was talking about Mark's figure itself. Mark's actual arms.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, look at those bad boys.
I'm sorry, I just love playing right now.
Yeah, please clip this magical footage of Mark playing, they say.
It is fun. So next year's Tainted collab has to be like mirrored gods that actually look like spaceships. and
That's not specific at all.
And bring your own interpretation of that.
Yeah, it also has to be all white.
No,
it swooshable? Is the term for that whole build? Is it swooshable?
Did I use the A&E bricks?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you? There's a suggestion that Mark playing will be the next awesome song. Maybe. Don't know.
A suggestion? Who made that suggestion?
All right.
You put this in the
everybody.
documentary.
Hey, good show, everyone. Good show.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, I think we're out of here. Okay, we will talk some news. There's not a lot of it. We will talk it. And then we'll get to some of the other things that we've got going on here. But we'll play a song first while we get ready to do all that nonsense.
Please do.
Yes. I think we're going to go with a slightly longer one just so that we can get it all out. Here we go.
I love long songs.
I went looking for sunflowers, a packet of seeds. Wanted to garden even though it's only 30 degrees. Winter don't scare me, I'll plant in the snow. But what showed up, man, I don't even know. Followed the instructions, added every part. Thought it was odd, there was no soil to start. As the pieces clicked together, it finally dawned. Something here is incredibly wrong. These are not seeds, no, not even close. Just tiny plastic week, yeah, I watered them too. I put them in the sun, fed them flower food, but they refused to grow even after fresh air. My family booked me some in-home care. The search said sunflowers, I said hell yeah, I'll buy. But plastic blooms don't blossom no matter how hard I try. Now my friends keep asking, how's the garden going? And I say it's plastic, it's flimsy, and it's not growing. These are not seeds, no, not even close. Just tiny plastic bricks in a sunflower pose. I tried to grow a garden, but instead I built a toy. Left a bad review. Hey, what's the point? No dirt, no roots, no petals in the breeze. Just plastic flowers. No, no, these are not seeds. Not seeds, not seeds. So if you want sunflowers, take it from me. Read the listing twice, 'cause these are not seeds. These are not seeds. These are not seeds. These are not seeds. No, no dirt, no roots, no petals in the breeze. Just plastic flowers. No, no, these are not seeds. Not seeds. Not seeds. Not seeds. Not seeds. Not seeds. No, no, these are not seeds.
Okay, so I bet everybody's curious to know where we are in our show run. This is our show run tonight, everybody.
Ooh.
It's Chicago, 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 Chicago. We are to a very brief bit of news because there's not much. But hey, we got to make fun of a few lifestyle shots, or why are we even here? Super Cobber suggests maybe the theme could just be Pareidolia Plains for the Tainted Lug collab next year.
That'll work too, but it also should look like an ostrich that's been by a frying pan.
Yeah, there's some more specifics that you're missing.
Yeah. Besides that, though, yeah, no, you're on track.
Yeah. All right. So there's not really much in terms of official announcements. There's a couple things that are more than just rumored, including a hanging plant that I definitely need for us to finally get up here.
Yeah, why can't we talk about that yet?
Well, maybe we can't talk about it, but we can start with this official bit of news, which is a GWP tribute
Another
to
Da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a Da Vinci one, so they've done Jane Austen,
Yes.
Galileo.
Oh, Galileo, sorry.
And Galileo. They've done Jane Goodall, Amelia Earhart, Charles
Same
Dickens, and Eiffel for the Eiffel Tower. But now they're finally
Now this
doing
is
Da Vinci.
this is the second Da Vinci set that we've received, though,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
we did get the
set up.
flying machine.
Which is referenced up here,
Yep.
Yeah.
as well as some of his other, classic works, such as this Mona Lisa over here, which looks significantly better than the Mona Lisa art set. if I am
Before. No, you're
getting
witnessing it in
sane.
real time, sir. I'm sorry, what?
And so this is going to be a GWP. We don't know the thresholds for the purchase price yet. I do like the floor here in particular. I think that's really nice looking. And I guess you could stack a number of these together and kind of make yourself like a super octagon or something. I don't know.
Ooh. Who'd
But
want an octagon, though?
yeah. So here we go. We got a lifestyle shot.
Is that rock salt?
Yeah, I don't know. We got a couple minerals up here, some random minerals. We have books. Look at this one. The spines are out on these. You can't see what they are, but the spines are out. Like, what is up with that?
Ooh, I bet you Brick Dad's zooming in right now.
Yeah, could be.
If I know Brick Dad, he's showing it on there.
Trying to read those bad boys. We do have a rolled up piece of paper though, so we'd still get something on our bingo card.
Is it a map? Is it?
Yeah, blueprint.
Yeah,
just an old scroll. We don't know.
That would be the dick move on a bingo card. Book with spine facing out.
There's like one. We've got some maybe art tools over here because that's always what we have as part of this.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
But there it is. You can display it on top of a book. That's a classic trope at this point.
That's unique. As compared to all other sets that you can't display on top of books.
Yeah.
Those are thin volume encyclopedias.
Oh,
are they now?
Yes,
Exciting.
they.
I love you, Brick Dad.
Yeah, they're just very thin. Don't have any actual. They don't have any actual titles on them other than volume numbers.
Generic encyclopedia. It doesn't even have a brand. It's not World Book. It's not Encyclopedia.
Very small encyclopedia too.
Yeah, it's very.
It's the Z section of the encyclopedia.
The Reader's Digest version of the encyclopedia.
Yeah. It's very interesting because encyclopedias are that kind of thing that my kids have never really experienced, having to look something up in an encyclopedia. And, when I was a kid, we had a media shelf that had literally all of the encyclopedias, stacked on them. And you'd go in there to look things up all the time. But now you just go to Wikipedia and get wrong information. Whatever. All right, here's a close-up of the Mona Lisa.
Wow, she looks really happy, actually.
Yeah. What I find most funny here is that because she's supposed to look like a minifigure, she's got a line across her head where her hair's supposed to start, but it looks like maybe she was scalped and then they put it back on. I don't know. So poor Mona Lisa. She also looks like she's smiling a little too much here. She also looks like maybe she was made of chocolate and there's some piping there on her arm. She looks scrumptious. Okay, that's too much time spent on this.
Cliff Note.
Little eclair.
What?
Right.
I'm sorry. I read boys and notes at the same time, and I called them Cliff Notes in my voice there.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Sean. Thanks for stopping by tonight.
Looks like we've made a significant modification between shots here. Now the flying machine's on the ground and the table's on the other side.
Ooh.
I don't know if we can handle that. Yeah.
No.
And I don't know what the name of his cat is.
Joe.
Yeah. And then last but not least, now we've laid it flat.
What the hell is happening?
Flat packing their sets.
All right. There's some stuff I particularly like here. I do enjoy that we've got a rolled up paper with little twine tied around it in bows.
It's actually kind of a cool show. Nice to show. It kind of like explains the construction.
Yeah.
And the modularity question mark of it. Like, not that they're encouraging to buy several because this is GWP, right?
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
What do you come with?
I'll tell you, there are a couple of sets that were GWPs that I have an excessive number of. They're the ones that tend to come out right around Brickworld time when I have to do part orders.
I mean, spoiler alert, that's going to be the prize for Lifestyle Shop Bingo at the Thing Outside the Blocks live episode on Sunday morning, a week from today.
There have been some really good ones, though. So.
Oh, God, sorry.
I'm excited. Got a wood puzzle box down here.
Ooh.
That's kind of fun.
Is that a snake puzzle?
No, it's a cube.
I think it's just a bunch of laminated blocks of wood, and then they shaped it. They laminated them together, then sanded it.
Okay.
Whatever.
Very Da Vinci.
I think it's a puzzle.
It looks a lot harder. It looks a lot harder and cooler than it actually is hard. It's not hard to do.
What's behind
It's a paperweight
puzzle box? Yeah.
This is a book.
Books.
Thank you.
We can sort of see the spines. And there's some art tools and a pen. So there's that. Okay, we're gonna find the damn.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, we're gonna find the damn hanging plant because I want to talk about that damn thing because it's so sexy.
While you're looking,
The sexiest plant.
I'll make a short announcement. We need volunteers at Brickworld.
Yes. You can
Volunteer.
do this.
People,
Yes, please.
volunteer. It's fun. You get to meet new people. It's not a bad time to volunteer. So just do it. Sign
And
up.
we do ask people our whole point is to connect the community and build the community. And it takes a small army. And as we grow, we can really use help, especially from people we trust. So especially the people who do expos with us. So like Fort Lug, who does Brickworld Fort Wayne. If every person who is involved with Fort Lug that does our show in Fort Wayne would volunteer an hour for the show, every lug that does any one of our shows, every lug that comes to Brickworld Chicago, if each member volunteered 1 hour, we'd have things more than covered. Like we would be an embarrassment of riches to volunteering, and we need a lot of help, and we have a very low percentage of volunteer slots filled out at this point. We definitely know that we want you to enjoy the experience to the best of your ability, and we want volunteer slots to be something that's rewarding as well as helpful to us, of course. But yeah, exactly. Thank you. We can certainly use the help. We appreciate it greatly. We do have a number of things you get for doing so. We have our volunteer parts, which are better than the goodie bag parts, and we have you get the volunteer brick, and you're then eligible for Volunteer of the Year award. But also, it's just fun to meet new people, share resources, and give us an idea, meet us, and learn who you are in case there's anything else that you feel like you can contribute in the future. We'd love to meet more people. And we love when people give back to the community in that way. So yes, please, absolutely. If you guys have the time, even like most shifts, I think all of our shifts are in 2 hour blocks. If you can do one single shift, we would greatly appreciate it.
Something we've done this year was actually make it a little easier for volunteers to participate and know where to go, how to go, where to go, and all of that type of stuff, because we have an information desk that's going to be just outside of registration. So that is your main point of focus, to be able to come check in, get your goodie bag, get your brick, and get your assignment so that you can check in. We know you're there, you know where to go, and we can make sure that everything is clear. Then you'll go to your assigned station, check in, do your shift there, enjoy your shift, and I guarantee you will. The first 5 minutes are going to be kind of hectic of what the heck am I doing? But after those first 5 minutes, the rest of the time you're going to spend on your volunteer shift is going to be absolutely phenomenal, because what we do is we're playing with brick. We're playing games with Lego. So you get to help facilitate these games and these events and these types of things. So if you haven't volunteered, definitely consider it and do it.
And I would say, in addition, good point. Thank you so much, Chris, because my brain's not working well. So thank you for focusing this conversation. In addition to the help desk, we also have volunteer orientation every day, because some of the feedback we've gotten from volunteers in the past is they got put in a position like traffic where they didn't know exactly what to do. And then traffic was a very big job. So we have actually, from feedback from volunteers, we've cut the traffic volunteers by 90% and hired an outside company. So like our traffic volunteers now will be assisting the traffic company, just to have somebody who's an AFOL who's been to the event before. They don't have to actually direct traffic. I'm not talking about vehicular traffic. I'm talking about pedestrian traffic between the halls. Assist the professionals as like somebody who's familiar with it, instead of being the one who has to like step in and be like, please don't use this door, please don't go this way, please don't go that way, because there was a lot to ask of volunteers. And so we learned that, and we hired an outside professional company instead. And so we're always trying to learn and grow. So there's a volunteer orientation every day, where not only will they tell you, because a lot of our volunteers weren't even picking up their brick or their special brick bag, because they didn't know the process of where to get it once they were done with their shift. So being part of the volunteer orientation not only will give you all of the processes of like who to talk to, depending on what you're volunteering for, where to pick up everything up when you're done with your volunteer shift that we give you as incentive, but also give you specifics of what is expected of you for each one that you are, for each volunteer shift that is there. There's Kulhan Luke is a teacher, and he lives in Wales. And he came in and he volunteered for Interactive City, and he just happened to miss the orientation that was there because things got really hectic in the hour that he was there. So the people who were running the orientation for the volunteer for that hour kind of missed it. There was some cross wires in there, but he read the rules that were on the sign, and he was like, okay, I get this. I get what they're supposed to do, and like really enjoyed it. But his feedback was there should be somebody there to start at the beginning of the shift. And so we've gone outside to make sure that we don't just have like the people who are facilitating the activities from a staff side. That's why we're doing the volunteer orientation as well. And so if you're not volunteering because you've done it in the past and it's been kind of an S show, we are doing our best to change all that, take people's feedback and make things as easy as possible for you to help us, because not only do we want you to help us, we love when you help us. And we love connecting with more people. So yeah, anyway, I don't want to sound desperate, but yeah, absolutely. Please volunteer because we need help.
Yeah,
Or
they'll
else.
get some volunteers. I have a feeling.
I think so too. They usually do
I have a feeling.
pretty late. It's just that we have so many more volunteer shifts this year because we have so many more people involved. I'm sure it'll be fine.
All right.
Also,
Lots of people saying we love volunteers. Thanks for the reminder. I want to volunteer. It's an awesome experience. I've done lots of volunteering. Can't wait to see everyone and how much I want to volunteer. Other things, volunteer. Can't wait to meet people and volunteer. Yep.
yeah, I get it.
That's all said.
It does, like, as the staff has been like, hey, we're missing a lot of volunteer shifts. And I was also like, hey, I think we have a higher percentage actually signed up for it at this point than we have ever had in the past, because it's usually the last week or during the event. It's like a bunch of our Friday slots will fill up on Thursday, because also we send out a lot of emails because there's a lot of information to give. And so we send out an email that's like, display space is reclosing. Display space is closing. Request your mock cards because that's also closing soon. Also, volunteer slots just opened. It's a lot to read. Emails are laborious. I hate email. I just went to Atlanta BrickCon for the first time, and I didn't read the emails until I was in line at the loading dock. Like, why am I in line? See, what did all these emails say about? I own a freaking Lego convention, and I went to another one, and I was just like, oh, here's all the information I need to know. That seems like a lot of work. So I totally understand. But also we know a lot of people, and a lot of people know us by name. We know them, like, for as many people as still come to the show, it's very easy for us. I can think of 1,000 people right now that I can walk up to and just be like, hey, I need you for like an hour to like watch this, or 15 minutes to watch the store real quick while somebody takes a bathroom break. I know so many people who will step in. And so I'm not worried. I think there's always a bit of anxiety before a show starts of just like, we don't have this covered. It looks like it's really empty. And I know it'll be full because that's the heart of this community. So done talking about this. Apologies.
Yeah. Mark's never voluntold me anything at one of these shows.
Oh,
so.
hell, that you run the garage sale. So we were talking about the garage sale, and I was like, Ben does, and I don't remember why, but he does, and he's good at it, but I don't know why it's Ben.
No, you wanted someone with a beard who would say, "Do you know where you're supposed to go right now?" All right, so here we go. Here's our other bit of Lego news.
It's Liz. Hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz. Just so you know, this is on Reddit. You can find some stuff on Reddit. So here it is. This is some sort of hanging / overgrown plant thing.
Hanging golden pothos.
Okay, whatever.
Every human being in the world has had this plant in their house at some point or another.
Yeah. I will say that I
still does.
seen like a ton of these clicky bit hinges. We had tons of these as mech arms for a while, and they've kind of faded from prevalence.
Oh, interesting.
Now there's a ton of them.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're both in dark tan and then a bunch in what looks like green and possibly bright green. I think it's regular green, and that's just light.
I hope so.
We also have two-tone leaves and single-tone leaves in these bigger spade flower shape piece.
I agree with Secret Squirrel here. Until people realize how hard it is to dust these things, they're going to buy it in an instant.
Yeah, hanging golden pathos. It's 372 pieces. Looks like it's a lot more, probably because of the size of the leaves. But I think this one will do well.
Plus?
Here's a close-up of those pieces, Ben.
It's 18 plus.
How's that 18 plus?
Black box. I don't know. See, there you go.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been quite a while since I've seen those.
And they are. It looks like they are in light green.
You have to be 18 plus to have seen that part.
We called those click hinges when they first came out. Yeah.
Yeah, and they had both one that was based on a brick, and then the ones that were like this that also had the stud hole in them, the axle hole in them.
What is the diameter of those curved pieces that make the pot? Here,
I don't know.
Mickey's back, you guys. What are the diameter of those?
Which curved pieces?
The white ones.
These here?
The white ones on the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, the white ones?
Yeah.
They're big chubby ones for sure.
Are the top ones that curved windscreen?
Dear Lord, the ears. Nate Dog Hobby says, I don't know about this one. Feels a little green. Supercobra says, I will be getting this plant. Would look good with the pink leaves from Vince's mock. Yeah, good point. Variegated pink.
Oh, yeah.
Pathos. Algoff says this is the most realistic plant they have. They get better and better at this all the time. I don't know if it's the most realistic, but it's pretty freaking close. It's 18 plus because you have to be an experienced duster.
Possibility.
Yeah, you have to be able to. You have to be 18 or older to get the canned air.
Yeah, you gotta have a makeup brush.
Sean says I may have missed it, but is there a meetup with other folks from this comment section? I mean, the live stream. Is there a tainted? Is there a tainted?
Greet?
I don't. There's not an official one, but
not specifically.
I'm sure we could set one up on Discord. Why am I doing this? Being all coy. I don't know. I think it'd be cute. It'd be fun. We should do it. Let's do it.
So here's a close up here of what I'm sure will be an eventual lifestyle shot we'll get to look at.
Tainted pub
of this guy hanging down here.
It should come with a feather duster or one of the rechargeable blowers, so you don't have to be 18 years old to get the canned air.
Oh my gosh,
yeah. Call it Taint World. That is better than Tainted Pub. I agree. Sean says, "Let's do it. I'll try putting something on Discord now. Do it. No one's stopping you." I highly recommend using the Gather Lounge because that's probably the easiest place to do so. If you get enough people interested, I might be able to find a space, and we can put it on the schedule. So it'll be on the app and the website, but not in the program because the programs are being printed tomorrow morning.
Okay. Interesting here.
Sorry.
That they say you can customize the plant. Okay. I guess. I don't know. You can technically always do that with Lego. Oh. I don't know. I don't know if Lego knows this. You can customize anything.
Is the duster for this set smart brick enabled? If it gets near the plant, it goes.
The rumor is possibly August, but we don't know yet.
Rumors.
So cool little set that we're waiting on there. There's several other things in the leak section that we won't talk about much. We're going to talk about one a little bit later, but we aren't going to talk about them much. Okay, so what's next on our show run, Mark?
Chicago.
Hey, you were correct. We are now to Chicago.
That's all the news? Wow.
Yeah, that's it. There's not much for news this week.
It feels
pretty
like
slow.
It feels like there was a lot because it was so leak heavy.
There was a lot of leaks. That's true.
JVB says, yeah, the duster attaches to a brick separator.
Oh goodness. If I had as many dusters as I had brick separators, I would need a new room in my house just to hold the dusters. The other day I walked past a 2-gallon storage Ziploc of brick separators. And that's not even all the ones I have. And I had to step over it. I've got to maneuver through my room right now. My room is not conducive to walking. This is something that ends up happening on London Calling, where they do scores on the floors. I'm not interested in scores on the floors, but I am interested in showing everybody the disaster on my floor. So we're gonna take a look at this so everyone can see the type of squalor that I am choosing to live in right now as I get ready for Brickworld. But I've got to get my camera running here.
Do they, though? Are you talking about the socks right now, sir? Because they rule. Wait, what?
The Chicago
saying. The what?
Skipped it.
Huh?
The Chicago segment that we did earlier, we skipped over the Chicago one.
We missed one of them.
And went to Chicago.
Yeah, gotcha. We skipped over Chicago 3 and went to Chicago 4.
Hey, Camper 44. And thank you to Sean the Right Way. I heard about this today. Actually, we had a conversation on the phone. He talked about your conversation where you were convinced by his stream last night. Wow. Who works harder on the social media side for this business than Sean? I should work as hard as he does on the social media side, and I do not. That guy is always thinking about ways to promote the show, get more people hyped, get more people interested. We got to see this disaster, though. But Camera 44, we can't wait to meet you. Please come up and say hello. I might say walk with me, but please walk with me so I can meet you.
I see carpet. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it was like, yeah,
That's a standard
this is a
right
quarter inch
before
sand.
Brickworld looking floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting much
what mine
worse.
looks like.
Literally days before Chicago.
I cleaned up some, but this is to my left.
That was where you were roaming.
And then here's behind me.
Thanks, Camper. I love the positive energy very much.
I've knocked like 6 different things over while I've been working in here.
Today, as I was
That
trying
I
to
can
finish
believe.
those clouds,
Yeah,
it was
see
like
that
I
pile of
knocked
stuff?
over like 19, like gravity was 100%. Inertia was against me. Like I have never knocked over so many things in a 15-minute period than I did today. I was like, why do things keep falling? I'm like Grover and Mickey Mouse now. Why do things keep falling?
Look at that. I got a little castle over there. There's the big castle from last year. Barely walked through any of that. So yeah, and here's us. We can do a little inception. Here, I'll move us over here.
Hi, us.
Yeah, you can see us through us.
Liz says my legal room is worse. I'm not even displaying. Brickworld Lab says that's an after Brickworld problem. Yeah, no shit. That's your job.
No, this is definitely an after Brickworld problem. I'm not cleaning it all up right now, but
Secret Squirrel says
it's a mess.
nothing wrong with your Lego room, which is not a surprise coming from a squirrel.
Yeah, squirreling it away. You got to find those acorns somewhere in here.
JVB says, "Wow, I love the bouldery rock work on last year's castle." Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one. It looks really nice on camera. In person, it's okay. It's not quite as nice, but it's all right.
It's nice in person.
It's all right. It's all right.
You're way too hard on yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Who's this guy?
What do we want to talk about next? Chicago?
Yeah, let's talk about
All
Chicago.
right, Mark, what you got? What you got for Chicago for us?
Nothing.
Oh, you're stretching.
Oh, do you want to? I can.
Everything.
Do this. So, a few weeks ago, we talked about, for a very long time, all of the themes pre-pandemic. And I think I actually have a slideshow. I started on this, but I got lost in Ben, what year did we do the Party Barge of the Dead? 2023.
23. Same year as New Hashima.
So it was 2023. I had 0 pictures of it. I had all video. So I couldn't really put it into a slideshow. So maybe you can help me out if you have pictures of that year.
Okay. I can look.
And so we'll have to switch back and forth. I also will probably need to share this slideshow with you and then control it from StreamYard since I won't be able to see what I'm doing on my single screen. I'm sure other people use single screen streaming, but I have not figured out how to do it. And I do have it. You know what? Let me send this to you. What happened? Who? Hello?
I'm here.
Yes.
You said
oh no. We had a number in the Ben's house.
I've got some here. It's not sorted, but come get it.
That is awesome.
I don't know how many you need, but I probably got a couple, maybe 150 or so in here if I had to guess.
I'm going to drop a link to this slideshow in the private chat. And here's how we're going to do this. When we get to 2023, Ben's going to switch to his pictures. And
which I got to find.
I'm going to do the 2024 and 2025 pictures.
All right.
And add them to the slideshow. So we should all take a minute anyway. So put in this in the private chat.
You missed something earlier.
What?
I shared my mock.
I almost peed myself.
A wise man once said about Mark, you think he drinks water like a great white shark. About every 60 minutes, he's gotta go. Nature calls 2, sometimes 3 times a show. Hold the stream, he'll shout and dash. The show is live, but he's off like a flash. Instead of telling him you hold the stream, Ben provides cover, the perfect team.
Yeah.
But let's get into some of the news. Do you need the bathroom break before we go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the bathroom break now, and then 40 minutes later, I have to take another bathroom break. Like, hey, I made it 2 hours. Now it's like, well, now you're making up for lost time. So I'm gonna go. Nope, here's the right one, and I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Of course you are.
You're gonna go. Why don't you start with those? Because unfortunately, I have to use the bathroom again already.
Cool, go do it.
What's it called? What's BPH?
BPH.
It plays a tune 2 minutes long while the Tainted sing along. Keeps the show rolling smooth, no rush. Mark mutes his mic so you can't hear the flush.
Mark is muted, so let me unmute him.
The reason I mute myself before I go is because I like to keep listening to what's going on, but I don't want everyone to hear me pee.
Yeah, I managed.
It's been 60 minutes since I last went, so I'll mute it and I'll be listening.
Fair enough. Yeah,
I'll be listening to me.
Hey, Mark's gotta go. No interrupting the strange flow. He'll be quick, won't take too long. He'll be done by the end of this song. Hey, Mark's gotta go. Mark's gotta go. Hey, Mark's gotta go.
Okay. Hopefully, disaster averted. Dark Tan has been delivered.
Oh, good.
I don't know if it's the 157 she thinks she needs.
That was the cutest thing ever that you're communicating.
We'll find out.
He's like, I know he's on the live stream, but I need to. So I'm gonna make a comment. And someone
Dark Tan right now. Nope.
That was great. So if you got that shared, I can bring it up, and I believe I can control the slides.
Okay, hold on. Nope, that's not the right one.
Is it this one?
Get yours. No.
Well, that wasn't the Chicago.
I gave you an entire song.
You know what I had. You know what I had to do. Don't pretend.
You had to find Dark Tan.
I did have to deliver the Dark Tan. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, my expectations were too high.
Okay. Here,
Yes.
Let me do this. I think I might have to share the screen.
Yeah,
but that'll work.
Okay.
Okay. Share. And that's story 26.
Yay!
No!
And
So are we going to go backwards? Is that our plan?
I don't know. It's not letting me control the slides. After all, we've always had this problem before. Let me see if I could.
I didn't load it into that.
Boing. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just go all the way to past the mock of the week and all that crap. Down, you'll see. Yeah, right there. So start on the one that's such great heights. Up one. All right. So everybody.
Did you share this with me?
Perhaps not.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well,
No. I said anyone with the link. So that's
okay. Okay. Hold on.
I did.
Let's see if I can load it. Okay, you start talking, and I'll try to load this.
Okay, so in 2020, 2026 theme, thanks to Alex Neer, did this great artwork. Such Great Heights is an idea that we came up with from the logistics managers, the people who do the layout map. And their joke was, we're going to encourage people to build tall instead of wide so we can fit more people in. But as we discussed it more, the idea that people would build to their greatest potential and strive to be their most creative selves. The dichotomy of the theme is what we ended up going with this year. So Such Great Heights for 2026. What have we done in the past? Well, if you go back 2 weeks, we go through every theme between 2007 and 2019. But here's the post-pandemic era. If you can switch to the next slide, Ben, please. 2022 is building bridges.
All right.
This was the theme that I wanted for 2020 because it was a bridge between the old ownership and the new ownership, and just really reflects what we do. At every AFOL conventions, we build bridges, we share resources, we receive resources, we get ourselves out of like the basement internet type of view of the hobby and get ourselves in person and meeting people and totally changing the way we view and interact with the community. So building bridges was the theme for that year, meant a lot to me. I created the artwork for this. I built this in a studio and then did a rendering and dropped it over, what do you know, an image of the Orion Nebula.
Weird.
Next slide, please. Fun fact, this was the first iteration of the artwork for this year. It's a little bit dark because of the rendering, because the light source, I couldn't get it to the right spot. But if you guys know Escher at all, this is Escher's staircases. And so I did it all with Lego, meticulously with every Lego theme. And replaced some things with waterfalls and, threw a monorail in there. And the feedback from the coordinators and staff was, well, if this theme was staircases, it'd be great. And I was like, but this took me 2 months. And so this got cut. So we ended up going with the other one.
It's a great build, man. But yeah, no.
One of these years, the theme will be staircases. Maybe
You're cute,
Mark
but you're not on the list.
postmortem. Yeah, the year Mark dies, it'll be like in honor of Mark. Here's staircases as a theme for Brickworld.
Yeah. Stairway to heaven.
We're doing Mark forward.
Yes, stairs. Well, in every direction. That's what I liked about it. And there's one bridge in there at least, and I put a troll underneath it because it's a bridge, and I put billy goats on top. Next slide, please, Ben. So in 2022, our first year back, and this gave us like almost 3 years to build it, was the Oasis. I was very proud of this. There was a Pepper's Ghost. And unfortunately, the way it turned out, it was like a little hole in the side of the ruins that showed the ghost of a Mayan god. Unfortunately, the way that we set it up, it was like standard height tables and then lowered tables. And I was on the lowered table side. And so my Pepper's Ghost, you had to lay on the floor to see it. And a very good friend of mine, who is a trainer, not Cheeto's dad, came by to see it. And we put a sign that said, "See the Pepper's Ghost." And so all the kids like would just crawl on the floor, have no problem. Well, he wanted to see it. So he like planked to see the Pepper's Ghost. And there were a lot of people around at the time, and they were like, "Jesus Christ, look at this guy's body." I'm like, I'm glad other people are saying it. Next slide. So this was it. So we have several views of this. This is another Tim Lighty brainchild, where the idea was, and we specifically did it this way so that the desert side would face the entrance. So as you walked into the hall, you'd be like, "Oh, look, a desert landscape with some cool outcroppings in the back." And then as you walked around it, you would see a waterfall that led into an oasis. So much so that in the front of the display was a window into the river that went under the desert that moved on a conveyor. Like, Tim Lighty's crazy. But his entire idea was to like build the waterfall that was at the center of it. I've got some great video of this, which maybe if I had more energy right now, I'd share in a heartbeat. So here's the group of us displaying together. Ben, do you want to name all these people?
I can do some of them. All right.
I know, right?
I might know all of them. Okay, so this is Lisa. This is Cecilia. This guy here is one. His name is Emilio.
Exactly.
He's one of the producer assistant type folks for Lego Masters.
No, he's the he's executive challenge producer now.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Jens back here. Mark Larson.
Oh, that's me.
Pete.
Eat something,
Crystal.
Mark. Yep.
Yeah. Josh.
Yep.
Ben.
Yep.
Kevin.
Yep.
You might recognize this guy from Lego Masters.
Yeah.
This is one of our shilling friends, Mr. Caleb.
The giant
This
is
Philip. Maria. Tim in between. And our friend who we just call Peppermint.
Yeah. Christy.
Here in the front. Christy.
Yep. All right. So we went as far as to, next slide, please, take a picture of the Oasis sign, this is where the waterfall came through. I was on this side. Ben, where were you on this one?
I'm this section right here.
Aha. Okay, we were opposite sides.
Yeah. So here
you
you
had the
can
right
see I
flank,
had
I
a
left flank. Yes.
Yep, I had a bat cave over here.
Was there a Pepper's ghost in there?
No, but there was a bat cave. You had to lean down to see it. There was a bunch of like suits and other things in here, and then the Joker was up above, like tunneling his way in. There was a temple of the bat right here out in front of it.
Yes.
And then there was a face that you can't really see in the
a pareidolia.
No, it was an actual face.
Literal face. Okay.
Because one of the other things we did is you can see the steam coming off the waterfall here. We had several spots where we had sonic misters that were generating smoke.
Several spots.
Yeah, and so one of mine was in the mouth of the cave that you can't see here, so it looked like the mouth was spewing fog out.
My favorite moment from this year, I think we were all actually out to dinner together. Like back in the days when I can like go have dinner with Eurobricks, or Eurobricks was social enough that they would go out and have dinner together somewhere off site. And I got a call from the layout managers that there's a huge puddle underneath the Eurobricks layout, and they didn't know where the water was coming from. And I'm like, it's coming from our misters, and they're like, "You're who?" And I'm like, "No, not there. No, not mist. No, not Mr. versus Mrs. Mr. Garden Misters. They're Sonic Misters."
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "We don't know what you're saying, but like we've been mopping water for a half hour," and we're like, "Well, we'll come fix it."
Yeah, and you could see
it's just condensation. Calm down. It's July.
Yeah. This picture over here, you can see down here, I had a squeeze bottle filled with water to refill my mister. So I had to give a drink to the mouth so that it would keep misting. And Tim got all bent out of shape trying to figure out whose mister was causing all of the chaos. Turns out it was the humidifier that he was using.
Yes.
To create the mist off the waterfall. That was the one that was actually causing the puddle.
Do you remember me crawling under there to fix when they were building the mountain, because I couldn't finish my mountain in time. We talked about this last time, or a couple weeks ago. When they were building it, they dropped a bunch of bricks into the Pepper's ghost, which ruined the illusion of the Pepper's ghost. So I had to go in underneath, and I had to go crawl under. I had to do army crawl under the table. There was a network of sonic misters that
and cords for them everywhere.
It was like a garden house. There were also shelves. They were at different levels. They were all over the place. Like it was just like I was in an alien world underneath the tables. A question for you: when you designed, you realized that your bat cave was so close to the ground?
I didn't.
Neither did I.
And I mean, part of this, so kind of
I thought people were like, "Oh, look, Pepper's ghost." No, they had to get on the floor.
Yeah, one of the more interesting parts about all of this, right, is we had desert side, oasis side, and kind of the big lift. You know, we weren't going to have somebody who was coming from Europe bring a chunk of the mountain face, right? Because that would have been difficult. So there were essentially three of us tasked with the mountain face. It was Tim in the middle, Mark on the left, and me on the right. And so I had to, sit there and stare at Tim's pictures and count the number of bricks high it went and all that so that the layers would line up. And look how well they lined up. So
it was the hardest part.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah. So Tim would send me pictures.
My site failed so bad they had to put a huge Duplo vine over it. I tried.
Yeah,
something's wrong with my internet. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're stuttering a little bit there, but you can see you can't tell exactly where Tim's ends and mine begins. So it's pretty smooth on this side, and on the other side, it's actually pretty solid as well. It looks like it hops out a little more towards the temple that you built at the very end. But overall, pretty cool. We also had like the skeleton of a dinosaur in the rock face over here.
Yeah, I think part of the problem is. Sorry. Part of the problem is I forgot my power source at the office, and I'm getting the red on my battery.
Okay.
Because of course, what else wouldn't go wrong today?
Yeah, what wouldn't?
So I don't know exactly how long I have to actually be on here. So next picture.
Okay. We're the same. All right. So here's a close up of the desert
Whoops.
side. This is the
Yeah, I think you
temple that
skipped over to.
I mean they were. I don't know which way it's going here. I think when I click, it just goes. There's no left
You're
or right.
going forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's weird. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, this is the next one.
There's one more of us all at the So that was at the center.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, just give you one more idea. Go ahead into the next picture. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So here's the Oasis side. Over here is the temple that Mark had built with all of his crazy rock work. And this must be the Duplo vine part that Mark's mentioning. There you can see kind of the whole
What's so
face.
funny is like in 2020, like getting ready for the collaborative, I set the standard for like where to start, how to do all the little rivers that were coming through here. And then the pandemic hit and I stopped building. And so I had this like 50% built by like December of 2019, and then was the last person to finish because of everything that happened in between. So everyone thought I was going to show up with like done, and I 100% did not. Everyone had to build my module for me.
And on this side we had a number. Like 40%. This side we had a number of temples. So here's like the temple of the parrot. Mine back here with the bat cave. I had the temple of the bat. There's a temple of the snake up here. I think there's a monkey temple here, and then I think this is like the shrine of the jaguar or something. Was the one that
mine was the tiger. Yeah, exactly.
Tiger. Okay. Yeah, so you can see a bunch of wild cats down here having eaten somebody. So there was also a number of rubber duckies that were placed in the stream that you could follow to see kind of where the stream led. So that was kind of an interesting little theme too that went through all this. There's the monkey temple. Lots of fun there. Here's the waterfall itself. You still can't really see my face in here. It's kind of weird.
So it also moved.
That temple. Yep. Yeah. So these wheels, these are all wheels.
Waterfall.
Fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep. There's a cave up here.
And the mist came out from behind it. You can see in this picture. Goddamn, my connection's so bad right now. Sorry.
Yeah, you can see it coming out there. Yep. And all the various trees. I think the face must be down here, the one that I designed. There's a crashed plane up on the desert side. I think Philip and Maria did this one, if I recall. So that was pretty cool.
You are correct.
And here is the mechanized tea party, which Jens did. So I don't know why we had this weird desert walker, but we did, and they're having a tea party inside. So that's kind of fun. There's also
it was slightly steampunk on that side, slightly not. Yeah.
They had there was a dinosaur too, a bunch of weird stuff. Here's a like a bathtub being pulled by a tank. All right, we're going on to the next one, Roaring 20s. 2023. Mark vanished. Maybe maybe his connection even died.
No, I turned off my camera to see if that would help.
All right.
I pulled a brick dad.
All right. So tell us about the Roaring 20s, Mark. Okay, we're not.
Yeah, so that was we were trying to like this was the we're back year. So we're in the Roaring 20s, the 2020s, not the 1920s. Har har har. And that was the year. This is where I stopped because that was 2023, and that's where we did our party barge of death.
Of the dead. Okay. So let me bring up my screen here. I'll get this all right.
Thank you.
1 second. 1 second. Okay. All right. So I took a few pictures of the Eurobricks one. That year we did Party Barge of the Dead. It was vastly overshadowed by the debut of New Hashima. However, it ended up actually being a very interesting and fun build. And the whole idea on this thing is that it was supposed to be a giant boat that was celebrating different cultures that celebrated death in different ways. And so the boat itself was black with a bunch of pops of color on it, and then a number of themes like Egyptian and Viking and Roman, anyone that had some sort of interesting Mexican, of course, any sort of interesting death ritual. And I got tasked eventually, because no one volunteered for it, to build the back of the boat. It's like the last, I don't know, 3 feet of the boat or something. Mark did the cladding that went all along the sides, and then Tim Lighty did the front. So just like how we did the 3 sections of the mountain, we did kind of the 3 sections of the boat the next year. And I kind of got tasked with this kind of late in the process, but this is what I ended up with. And so here it is on my build table. Obviously, think outside the box, you'll recognize this. Building it vertically. So actually I flipped it up on its side to be vertical so I could move it up the stairs, because it would have been too wide to fit up if I carried it the right way. You can see all the Technic framing inside of there to get it moved. And here was a test fit in the car on the now infamous door. So this was a door in our house that we were no longer using. We had done some construction. So in order to facilitate sliding this in and out, I put it on top of this big door. And this is how we carried it in as well when it was finally finished. So the door is now lives in infamy, because not only did I do this with the door, we also left it there. So the Renaissance got a free door. And here's the back of the boat while I was working on it upstairs. After I got it out of my basement, I had to work on it up in our living room. So here's the nearly finished back end of the boat. And these big oars here for like steering. And the back part was kind of Egyptian based. Then you can also see some of like the sugar skulls and the flowers that we had adorning this thing here. This was a light test because I had a bunch of lights, both along the side here and then up in the circular part. So you already saw those. Going the wrong way again. And so here it is at the show. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. All right, so the front of the ship had a serpent at the front, and then the serpent had some coils that wrapped around the boat, and they were on track, so they motorized these little spikes going around. And here's a Valkyrie at the front, as well as a anchor. And you can see a bunch of waves that were also motorized that kind of went back and forth on a cam system right here next to the side of the boat. Going the wrong way again. We'll talk about those in a minute. Here's the back of the boat when it was finished. So I had a DJ who was leading the party at the back, and Crystal built a couple of figures who were getting married in the afterlife here that sat on kind of the stage-ish area that I had built on the very back of the boat as well. Here's an amphitheater here. I think Kevin built this. And you can see all of the trees and flowers that added the color pops to it. Can't really see Mark's work here. Yeah, I don't know if this thing was 12 feet long or what it was, but it was massive. You can't really see Mark's scroll work here, but he did these dragons that were kind of wrapped around each other in a Celtic knot-like looking thing. They're just sort of up higher. You can kind of see the dragons here that Mark did on the side a little better now. There's also a city of the dead. They had like a whole tower with a bunch of a whole little city with a bunch of inns and things like that, a record store. There's also a Tory Gate that you can kind of see here in the middle. Philip and Maria did the Tory Gate. Only zoom in so far, apparently. There we go. So here's the Tory Gate. Then there was a big obelisk in the back. That's what Pete did that year, and it spun. There was a chapel here in the middle. A shrine of some variety. I think Caleb Schilling did that one. There was also this like
16.
Yeah. 16 what? Okay. Well, all right. Moving on. So that's all the stuff that was in here, and then you can see we got a number of trophies for collaboration I don't remember what size it technically was. Large group, I think, was all we had at the time. But back over here in the picture, you can't see it, but off to the left of the screen was where New Hashima was. So this was really cool at night. There was lots of lighting on this. Also, I forgot to mention the dragon head actually opened and closed. And he had like a parrot that was like riding on his skull behind him. The only other thing I really took pictures of, and I think this is important, was this. This was a giant mech from Zane Huston. And the whole reason that I took a picture of this, yep, nobody needs to see that. The whole reason that I took a picture of this was because it was kind of what inspired me to think about chonkifying mechs. Before I had done a number of mechs, but they weren't chonkified like this was. This had more presence. And kind of the idea was not every part had to be a detail. You could use several pieces together to make a shape, and then several shapes together to make a detail, as opposed to, building really, really small all the time. So this was kind of where I started with the idea of trying to make mechs chonkier was from this build in particular. So we're sort of getting a free community mock today, Mark. So that was my interest in that. So that was 2023. And I don't know if Mark's still here or not.
He's working on the computer.
Yeah, he's trying to find something to plug it in. Anyway, so that was a really fun year. It had been quite a streak, quite a run for Eurobricks, winning Best Collaborative, snapped that year by an absolute titan in New Hashima. Here you can see New Hashima off in the distance over here. And New Hashima took a very long time for them to set up. And
Nope,
it was
we don't have it up. You stopped sharing.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to reshare that. Here you can see New Hashima in the background.
Al just asked the question, how many freaking bricks do you guys have? Do you have
We've
all
got a few.
other house? Okay, a whole nother house to store them in, yeah.
You can see New Hashima back here.
700.
This is just part of it. I don't remember where we were located relative to this. I think we were back over here to the left. You can see how tall New Hashima is, even in the distance. So that was quite the event to have that come to Brickworld. So there we go. This is the kind of collab I want to be part of, says Steve Bolda.
This one was a couple minutes ago. I'm pretty sure he was talking the other one, but I'm sure he means that as well with this one.
With the Desert Oasis.
With the Desert Oasis, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's 2023. In 2024, what did we do? We did something.
24 was the tent, the potion part?
No. Hold on.
25 was Murder House.
Yeah, well, the murder mystery, wasn't it?
Yes, Murder Mystery.
Murder Mystery was 24, sorry.
Yeah, 25 we took a step back and didn't do
That's
a
right.
collaborative. We did a mini collab. So 2024 was Murder Mystery.
I think it was awesome. I was right next to it. Nobody saw
Yeah.
my build.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to it. I think Mark has pictures of this somewhere too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got like some pictures of it, but they're not the right pictures of it. Anyway, it was weird because what we decided to do, of all things, Mark vanished, so we're on our own, is we decided to build a Scala scale murder mystery mansion. And I do have a picture of it at night on the back side of it that I can get up here in a second. And I do have some pictures of my in progress. This time, I guess a little different. So the murder mystery mansion had module sections. So we kind of had like a frame dimension that we needed and then a facade dimension that we needed. We had both big and little windows that worked for each outside room. I don't have a lot of good pictures of this, so we'll have to find another source here in a minute. However, kind of like the boat and the mountain, we did have kind of three people who designed and had to coordinate the three base rooms. After that, everything was just modular, and it could just sort of be the same. It didn't have to have any particular trick like a bottom of a fireplace or any of that stuff. It needed to have a chimney on the outside, though, if you were one of the outer walls. So the three base modules, the center one, which had a big staircase, was designed by Tim Leidy. I did the left of the interior, which was a study or a den. And then Philip and Maria did the one to the right, which was a kitchen. There were a lot of cool rooms in that one. There was like a music room that Pete did. Kevin Wagner built an office, a library that had a desk in it that was just absolutely spectacular. I'm going to see if I can find a picture of it here somewhere.
I've got one picture of it in the process of being built. I'm going to pull it up here in just a second. It's literally as it was still going together, and it's from the back side. I don't have any on the front side, but I'm looking right now.
That's the one that was it Brian that made a bunch of broken brown as mulch for that?
Yeah, he like ground it up.
Yeah.
Like I have our planning screen up here, but nobody needs to see that. It's a secret.
Secret.
No.
Secret.
So Ben, are we still talking about what's on
this will give you an idea
show?
here. Yeah, Chicago. So here's the idea of the modules. So this is 6 modules together. That's how they fit together. And then there was a border that made sure it was all attached. So this is what the structure looked like on these things. And then Mark did the attic that year. So he kind of did the roof, the final roof section. Yeah, that's the only thing I have of that there. You know what? I bet Pete has some.
Here you go, Ben.
All right. Yeah, that's it. That's it starting. So this is the back side because it was dollhouse style. So you can see the kind of double high in the middle here. That was Tim Leidy's, which was the grand staircase. And
with
on
moving
the left,
chandelier.
Yeah, the chandelier like dropped.
Yeah.
And then on the left, we have the kitchen, left of the screen, kitchen by Philip and Maria. And on the right, we had the den, which I did. You can see a couple of big comfy chairs in there, including, I don't know what happened to that person there, lying down in the kitchen. You can see Scala scale. They had a refrigerator and all this other stuff. So yeah, here I did a fainting couch, and the dude's fainting, and some elaborate wallpaper that was done with gold. And then a nice easy chair over here on the right with a little footstool and a rug in the middle. And a big fireplace over on the right. So that was kind of the living room, or the parlor, I guess is probably what we called it. And then you can see the top there that I have. It's ready for the next section to go on it. And it's just a bunch of Technic beam grids that were used here. And you can see there's lighting up here. There's wires and stuff sticking around, all as part of getting that connected. I think the other modules you can see here, there's a garage/stables out on the right. The room up above the center staircase is a music room, and Pete did that one. So it was kind of a question if it was blood or wine that was on the floor here. It was kind of one of the bits there. He also had a crazy crazy bit of wallpapering in gold. And we also had a piano and a record player, and I believe it's a game room on the second level, over to the left, and then a dining room up above it. So this was the game room over here, chessboard and some other games in this room. And a mouse, why not? Decorative floor, and then a dining room on the level above that. And there were several other levels that are missing that we eventually got.
Yeah, there was about another 3 levels above this, because there was like 7 total plus the attic, or 7 including the attic.
Yeah, it was big.
Yeah.
It was tall. And we've kind of done a variety of different ways to have things connected. On some of them, we didn't really have them connected at all. Instead, we just kind of had. Oh, great. Okay, I've got a source now, everybody.
Okay.
So I gotta remove. Okay, so this is Pete Strieg's Instagram account, and see, he got a good picture of this at night as well.
Ooh.
So this is what the party barge of the dead look like at night. You can see Mark's Celtic crosses here with the backlighting better. So that's what those were. And you can see mine in the back. You can see the dragon head up front, and the underside of the scales and all the glow wire. So this one was really cool at night, but it was not quite New Hashima style. All right. Then the Mystery Mansion, here was the front of it in all its glory. So here was the mansion. There was a car with some police. There was a body stuck in this Ferrari or whatever car it was up here. Here's the stables on this side and a greenhouse on the other. And the driveway here. So that was the outside. So the total number of floors was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the attic. So 6 levels in total. Here was Kevin's library. Absolutely loved it. So if you're looking at the desk here, it's got the turkey from the CMF as this wood detail. And then it has owls and otters and dogs as the wood detail on the bottom here. And then you see all the books in here. These are actually all those little minifig books actually stuck in the shelves. And then this pouch made out of the bands. So it looked like a big leather chair because that's what it was.
The bracelets are
yeah, they're the bracelets. So that was very cool. That was one of my favorite builds in there. Here's Pete's with the lights on. So he's got the little candelabras lit. And there's someone standing outside the window. And then he's got mine down here. See, my wallpaper was a little crazy too. And I had a picture up on the wall, and here's the little radio. And then the girl's fainted with the glass of wine on the floor. Here's my fireplace. Fireplace looks pretty cool here. So see all the lights here.
Yeah, looks good.
Little chandelier. And here's the attic. Mark did another Pepper's ghost in this attic. I don't know if we ever got a picture of that. We also have like a caged bird up here. There's probably the area where the Pepper's ghost was working. It was over here. So you had to take a stair up to the attic. Here's a bedroom that somebody built. I don't remember if this was Caleb who did this one. This is like a master bedroom. And here was the kids' toy room, which had all these creepy dolls in it, like this creepy marionette. And then the doll head up here for the Scala figure. Kind of scary, quite honestly. There's the main staircase. And there's the kitchen. So lots of cool stuff on this one. It would light, and the lights. So here's another toy room. That one's pretty fun. It's a kid's room. I don't remember who built that one. But it was really cool. There's someone climbing up into the attic from like an astronomy office / den. she's got a pistol in her hand. So maybe she's one of the perpetrators. We don't know. There's a gazebo.
Go down to the greenhouse.
Yeah, there was a greenhouse. Here's the greenhouse.
Yeah.
So lots of cool stuff in this. I don't know if this
Inside
was
the
Pete's
stable?
rendering. That's probably his rendering while he was working on it. Pete designs everything digitally first. And here's inside of the stable. So we have a couple of horses in here, big Scala horses. And there you can see the guy going through the windshield of the car. And I know there was one at night. Here it is. Here's the backside at night. Some of the rooms more lit up than others, but at night, not all your rooms are going to be lit. So here's kind of how it looked. I really like the study, the library over here. So lots of cool stuff. There was a game, like a hunting trophy room, which is this one down here. You can't see it super well, but that had a bunch of like animal heads up on the wall. So I think we got to most of the rooms there. Here's the one. Here's the one. This one was kind of weird because the couch was tiny. So that had a bit of an issue. But then the wallpaper and the like elephant heads on the wall was pretty fun. Couldn't really sit on the couch though. It's a little undersized. But you know, not all of us had Scala figures to work with. So yeah, overall that was our year for that year. Marty Becker says, the murder mystery display was amazing. My wife spent so much time exploring everything with her interest in mysteries. All right. Kevin's chair was great too. Yeah, I mentioned the chair. It was really good.
Took you literally in front of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't remember everybody who participated in all of the rooms, but I mentioned some of them. Caleb Schilling, Pete Strieg, me, Crystal, Mark, who is back. Hi, Mark.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Marcus Robuler built one of these. I think Cecilia did one. I know Marcus did the game room. I think Peppermint did. Was it the creepy doll room that she did, Mark?
Of course. Wait. Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't that?
Or did she do the kids room?
She did the kids room, and the creepy doll room was either Jacob Schilling or Emilio.
Okay, somebody did that creepy ass doll room.
Hey, I've got a mystery mock that we want to take a look at real quick.
Okay.
Thinking outside the box for a second.
Okay.
So
let me take this off, and you can do that.
So many things. All right. Oh, let me share my camera then.
Anyway, that was 2024.
Yes, and I don't have pictures from 2025.
And Pete wasn't there, so we can't see this.
We missed the entire. Wait, not this. Hold on. Sorry, I screwed something up. Cancel. Extra camera, please. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Why is it? Give me a minute.
We will give you 1 minute.
TikTok.
Did I take this out? Oh, because I unplugged it.
All right. Well, while Mark's working on that,
all right,
we can play a song.
Thank you.
Even if he's ready, it doesn't matter. In 2025, of course, a banner year for at least one of us on the stream. Now let's see if we can find that one here to play while you get yourself set up.
Are you looking for Ben
There it
1?
is. There it is.
Don your medieval hoodie and raise your flagon, 'cause Ben built a castle and a leg day dragon. But it's not about those builds or that he builds faster. His lifetime of work makes him a Brickworld master.
This year's Brickworld master is this guy, the guy on my left, everybody's favorite host, Mr. Ben Howard.
Ben one Brickworld master, it's about freaking time. Ben is a Brickworld master, the achievement of a lifetime. He built chunkified mechs, disgusting computer tech, soaring orange juggernauts, and beefy bathing astronauts.
Yeah!
Ben, one Brickworld master.
Yeah!
Ben, one Brickworld master.
Yeah!
I'm glad I wasn't at medieval times this time. Mark and I do a live stream, as everybody knows, where I'll probably be able to get more of this out. I'm not much of a public speaker, very introverted. We talk about that on the live stream, but I'm going to have imposter syndrome for a while with this one. So thank you, everyone. I can't believe I won when there's so many builders I love out there still. So thank you.
Ben said thank you, but I have to moan. I'm gonna have imposter syndrome. All the Tainted stood and proclaimed, no, the troll is always rain.
Of it. Okay.
All right. And there's more song to that one, but I think we're past where we need to be. And it looks like we've got a special mock appearance.
This is a mock. I would say, yeah, go ahead and turn off that light. Yeah. All right, here we go. So the game here is guess the name of this mock.
Okay.
Any guesses? VMAC? VMAC, you should know this.
I need to get the bigger screen here. Hold on.
Yeah. Maybe do I'm as close up as I can go.
It's like it's not like the dance party from the Lego movie.
It's not the dance party from the Lego movie 2. No.
Is that the song from it though?
No.
I was playing BTS before.
It was playing BTS.
So it's BTS themed then.
Yeah, but what else do you see? Are they dancing?
Rave?
What are they holding in their hands?
Hockey sticks? We can't quite tell.
Hockey sticks?
Is that what it is?
No.
Okay. Well, we can't see. Swords?
You can't see? Yeah, swords.
No, it's a
there
little
you go.
it's a little blurry.
It's a little blurry? All right, hold on.
Yeah. Could just be your stream quality. It's not necessarily
Oh, it might be the
camera.
screen. It seems clear on my screen.
Maybe it's called Dance Fight?
It's BTS, you guys.
Fight Club?
I can't wait to see what this looks like because it's so clear on my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the connection. Thanks, Bond Boy.
So it's Kill Bill.
Welcome to Brickdad Life.
Yeah, right. It's BTS. They have weapons, and I think there might be some otherworldly creatures in there that they're fighting.
The 38th parallel?
Yes, it's the 38th parallel. Good guess. Except no.
I don't know. Is it like a K-pop Demon Hunters thing?
Yeah. Except it's not that. It's BTS, so they're not hunting them. They're what?
Partying with them?
Partying with them.
But
Close
BTS
enough.
wasn't in the movie.
It's it's K-pop demon what? Fighters. Yeah, they're fighting them. They're not hunting them.
Oh.
They're conscripted
Okay.
to. Get it?
Okay.
K-pop demon conscription. Yeah, but this mystery builder is all about interactive. So if you see this at Brickworld Chicago, you'll be encouraged to press the button and play your favorite song. So imagine being able to do that. I would, if I had this level of...
It sounds fun.
Right? If I had this level of expertise in technology, I would do this to every single mock I made.
How do they have everybody's favorite song in there?
Which would be what? Axolotl blindness?
Rocket Queen?
Rocket Queen. Could you program Rocket Queen?
Yeah, the boy.
Yep. You're going to get it. Ask and ye shall receive. All right, play us out on this one.
All right.
Sorry, you guys can't see it. It's the mic connection's fault.
It's actually now getting a little better.
Is it really? All right.
Yeah,
so,
it's strange.
All right,
Strange. Now we can see it.
Now we can see the K-pop demon fighters. I thought killers. I was like, oh wait, that can't be right. Now that you guys can see it, do you guys see the like swords now and stuff too?
Yes, swords and whips and the kind of main demon and the coming out of the hole or whatever it is they're generating there.
A bunch of Bonvoy users must have been watching the Sox highlights of how they not swept, but beat the Dodgers and the Braves in the last two.
I'm sure that's what it is.
Has to be. What else makes sense?
Nothing.
Well, it's nice to be back amongst
NBA Finals right now.
No, that's over.
Knicks
won yesterday.
Knicks won yesterday, and they tore down the
hockey's
city.
playing still.
And also, yeah, I would say tonight's the final for the Stanley Cup. I would have loved to have been watching that instead of this. No, I'm kidding. But yeah. Anyway, let's take a quick. Well, I'll just duck myself out real quick because the mystery mock builder would like not to be identified, but has to go. Okay. And I'll be right back, and hopefully my internet.
Tell him I said hi, by the way.
I will.
Yeah.
All right, see you later, mystery mock builder maniac. Yeah, we're at 248. We've probably got things to do, but when the mystery mock builder's out and Mark is back for a second, we can get to close calls because I did make some close calls this particular year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but while Mark's saying bye to his mystery mocker, we can talk a little bit more about, I don't know, Chicago. And so we'll start with VMAC. VMAC, what are you looking forward to most in Chicago this year?
Probably, well, other than seeing a bunch of people I haven't seen in a year, me and Sarah are doing the Scuds this year as a competition, and hopefully that's popular and continues on because it's a lot of good memories because my dad invented that game when we were little during the first Gulf War, and so like be able to carry that on, especially in like a Brickworld sense, would be like amazing. But it is super fun to just throw Technic wheels at builds and try to knock minifigures out of them.
Okay. So a little bit of game action for VMAC that he's looking forward to.
Yes.
Are there any normal scheduled events that you love to attend every year?
Film festival. I have a film on that, so hopefully everyone enjoys it. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. There's always a learning curve when you try new things, so this green screen stuff is it's cool. It opens up a lot of possibilities, but there's always certain aspects that you weren't aware of, and so I'm happy with that.
All right. So film festival and Scud game. That's for VMAC.
Yes.
Let's go to Brickdad. Brickdad, what's your? Oh yes, World of Lights. You can't just skip that, right?
Yeah.
Brickdad, what's the?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What are you looking forward to the most, Breakdown?
I'm actually looking forward to trying to get around and get as much photography and pictures of stuff as I can. to just expand my idea base from all of the great builds and stuff. The last 2 years I haven't got enough pictures of everything. So like earlier, trying to find pictures of stuff to say, oh yeah, let's share this or share that, or reference things that I saw or how it was built and stuff like that. So my big goal this year is to get around and get as much photography of builds as I can from as many angles as possible as well. So, time on the floor. If you guys see me around, I'm gonna be with my phone either on a tripod or in a handheld or something like that, trying to get photos and video and stuff. So I can do that. But yeah, if you see me on the floor doing that, don't like stand back and wait. Come talk to me. I'll keep taking pictures, but we'll talk. So yeah, that's my big one. Sessions or events like that. Has been a big one for me. Last year, being their 25th, I got to meet some amazing people from the history. I had some minifigures and got to spend some time talking with them and getting to know them personally about their son Dan and who he was as a person and stuff like that. And then also as a parent and going through grief process. So Bricklink is pretty substantial to me. And so being in their sessions, not necessarily the reveal for the upcoming sets, but in some of their sessions to be means and the purpose behind it bigger than just the designer program and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, last year we had a couple of other big events. There was the Ninjago reveal for the monstrosity, as well as a look at some of the new sets. They had a number of games there. Don't have anything like that this year, but they are doing a reveal for the next Bricklink series there. They did this last year, and the sets that they announced last year, final versions were just put up and are currently on sale. I think you might still be able to get them. Because they went on sale earlier this week. I guess I'd have to check.
I think they actually just closed out today.
Okay, just closed out today. So that's kind of the cycle that
they went on sale the 9th until the 13th or the 15th. I have to look and see, but yeah.
All right. So relatively close. I thought they kept them open for a week, but maybe not. I think it was Tuesday that they went on, and I remember Tuesday because I was in I was at a CLE, continuing legal education. So I had to wait until
pre-orders are still running until June 18th.
Okay. So 4 more days.
For the rest of this week. Yeah.
So 3 days, 16 hours, 4 minutes, 52 seconds for it to end. So 3.5 days or so. So they still have, and because of the way they adjusted the ordering, you can still get any of the sets, which would include Coconut Cape, the Brick Railroad Locomotive, Dust Mark Keep, the Hot Air Balloon, which Mark copied the clouds from, he tells us, or the University of Science. So you can pick up any of those still for the next 3.5 days. And then Series 11 was announced. Series 11 will be announced at Brickworld on June 20th. So 6 days.
All of those sets
Saturday.
have had enough pre-orders already that they are all funded. So definitely get in there and get it. There's no worry of them not being funded or not being made enough of them. So you can still order them and get them.
Yeah. For me, there's a couple of events, I guess, to additionally highlight. Sometimes Lou stops by. We have the comedy show, which is a improv type show. The last several years, they've used Philip from Lego Masters as one of their stars, in air quotes. So he's been one of their players and one of their improvists the last couple of years. Last year, Mark had to be on stage as well to participate. Marty says he always looks forward to the veterans meetup So we've got that going on for us.
Appreciate you, Marty.
So don't forget about that. Of course, World of Lights was mentioned, but can't forget that. I think the first several years I went to Brickworld, I didn't really think much about lighting, but I've come to appreciate it more as time has gone on because it makes it feel, like I said, more alive, more of a living world when you have the lighting involved as well. Since you can, some people are great at getting minifigs to move, but of course, they just kind of have static motion back and forth. And so when you have the movement associated or tied in with like a flickering flame or something, kind of gets you that sense that it's like a frozen moment in time. But it's a real world or living world.
That is one of the big joys for me, at least with my buildings, is to tell that story, to have that living world. So there's stuff to look at everywhere you look at. Like every figure is placed for a reason, and ooh, kitty cat.
Look who we got. We
Adds
got
to the
Cindy,
story with the figures and stuff. So yeah, for sure.
Cindy Pooh here to join us on Think Outside the Blocks tonight. He's gonna miss us. We're gonna miss him. He's looking around the room trying to figure out what he can pounce on. He usually likes to take the cap off the microphone here. He's gonna reach for it here in a second. He's looking at it. He's thinking about it. But there he is. Hi, Cinder. Hey, buddy. Yeah, such a good kitty.
Love
such
our
a
Cinder.
good guy.
Love our
He is
Cinder.
reaching for it now. He's reaching for it.
Oh, get the mic. Get the mic.
He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. Look, there it is. I success. I successed. I successed. I successed. I succeeded. I had success for Cinder.
Well done, Cinder. Well done.
You're going to come back from Brickworld and not be able to find that, though.
I'm not gonna let him keep it. He doesn't get to come down in the basement usually. He just comes down here to visit during the stream sometimes. All right. Oh, now I've got kitty hair all over my microphone cover. All your short? Is that all your short? No. Yeah. Is that
Hi,
all your-
Cinder.
Are you good on the tan? With our tan?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Okay. See you later, Cinder. So there was my cat.
So those are the things you're looking forward to with Chicago this year?
Yeah. My son, we always go see the we always do go or try to go to the boat race. Sometimes we stay depending on the temperature and whether or not you have a place to sit. Also depends on the number of competitors. Sometimes it's very quick. Sometimes it takes a little longer. Train Olympics, another one that we can't miss. A couple years ago, he did a kids sort of mini Lego Master type event with Dave Coletta. So there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. People are going crazy because apparently the Carolina Hurricanes have won the Stanley Cup. So we've got
Spoilers.
crazy as in two announcements on there. Yeah, you don't care.
Lewis Hamilton, first win in Ferrari today.
Oh, congrats, Louis.
It
All
was
right,
an
Chuck
all
and I run a
British
show.
podium too.
Chuck and I run a show. Look, it's all Chicago. I guess we can do this. The polls the cheap way. We don't get as many votes when we do it through StreamYard, but I'm not logged into YouTube, so we will do it through StreamYard. You will be able to see it on the screen as you vote. But in order to vote in the poll, after I put it up, you put either a 1 or a 2 in the chat to vote on the questions. So we're going to do close calls to wrap up the show as we always do, maybe a little early, comparatively speaking, so that we can finish doing a little Lego work if we still have some building or packing to do. So here is my first question. And I will type this up into the poll here in a second. If you happen to win an award, and I don't care what award it is, but one where you were given the opportunity to speak, would you speak? Or would you be like, no, that sounds scary. I would never do that. So we'll put that in the chat here. While I'm typing that, BMAC, how about you? Would you give a speech, or would you hide under your chair?
No, I'd be fine with a speech. I don't know if anybody would want a speech from me, but
yeah,
I guess step one would be win something. Like,
yeah,
gotta get to that level first. It's like,
say your film won Critics' Choice Award, and they gave you an opportunity to say something. Would you want to?
Yeah, I think I would.
Right.
I'm more of like a oversharer type, and I would definitely. I wouldn't be good at doing like a look at me glorious speech, but like, you know, I was really happy with this part of the thing, and this is how I did it. Would be more of my speed.
Okay, so you'd be sort of a learner, a teacher. You do it. Come at it from a teacher type stance. All right.
Yeah,
Rick Dad, how about you?
Thank and credit people.
Yeah, always nice to do that. Nobody does
Kinda-
anything
kinda
alone.
in that same boat with Vince. You know, that whole I need to be nominated for something before I could even ponder being in that type of a circumstance of would I say something. But shoot, I do the show with you guys every week, so I guess I would be willing to stand up and say something. Even if it's just a wave my hand, nod, and say, hey, thank you guys, I'm gonna go cry now, you know, something like that. And you know, I could always say, hey, I'm going to medieval times, and you know, grab it and run. So
yeah, there's always that. All right. Looks like a lot of people voting are saying no. That sounds scary. I don't want to talk.
Understandable.
2,000
You know,
introverts
this
in
is
the room.
Exactly. Nobody wants to talk. Mark draws the short straw because it's his show. And then, of course, you know, whoever wins the big guns, that hopefully stays and is there. But at the same time, it's a welcoming environment. So if you did want to stand up and say something, even just as simple as a thank you, the community would respect that as a whole.
If you win something and can't give a speech, I'm available for hire.
Okay.
Just throw that out there.
I am stepping up and speaking on behalf of,
Yeah, I could totally do that.
Okay. Yeah. So we've only had 5 votes so far. Come on, people. There's 30 people out there. A couple more of you guys can vote. You can see where the poll is placed. It's over.
Yeah, all you got to do is hit the chat real quick.
There it is.
No,
Type
I'm
1
fine
for
with
yes,
that either way.
baby. 2 for sounds scary. And then in a minute, we will wrap that up. We did get another vote for sounds scary. Ooh, someone else is coming in with they would give a speech.
There we
Actually,
go.
we got
There's
a
our
couple.
votes coming in.
Yeah, now we're at 38.63%.
Yeah, all you got to do is hit 1 or 2 in the commenting and then hit enter of which one you choose.
Yeah.
And don't forget also, after you hit that vote, don't forget to hit that like and share button and the bell icon so you get notifications of when we go on. Because next week, we will have an unusual time for our show.
8 a.m. 8 a.m. Normally, if we we're now at 50-50, everybody. Look at this. 6 votes apiece for each of our options.
Some extroverts in here.
Yeah, a couple. Now we're back to Sound Scary, taking a slight edge. We'll end it here in a minute. Mostly, I am just talking while I am creating the other polls so that we can push those out more quickly.
Oh, no, please. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to end it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Counting. Oh, ended it right at 50-50.
True 50.
In.
Nice one. Good close
Wow.
call.
So some
Squeaked
people
in
say,
there.
yeah, some people say, I want to give a speech. Other people say, sounds scary. I think I would be in the that sounds scary category, but might feel compelled. All right. So next question. And I don't know why I put La Brea at the bottom of this. Would you rather have a TV series stay good and end on a cliffhanger, or produce a terrible final wrap-up episode or season for that matter? Do you want the cliffhanger or the stupid so stupid? This was actually a former answer I didn't remove, but it fits. So I actually put in the poll, I made it, I want closure. That's what I did. La Brea recently came out on Netflix, and you're just going through like various series and like watching through them. It was never wonderful. The CGI wasn't great, but the last few episodes were like a rushed thing to create a conclusion, and it was terrible, like completely awful, terrible. So I want to know, do you want the closure, or would you rather just be like, well, it was a good ride. It ended on a cliffhanger, but at least I got to enjoy it while it was going.
See, this is a hard one for me, because Mark.
Oh, yes. So this happened a lot during the pandemic, where shows lost their budget because like they were being a little bit more stingy with their budget, and so they would just like leave it in the middle of wherever. And there were a lot of great shows that this went to. So would I rather stay good? That's not the question. Sorry. Stay good and end on a cliffhanger, or produce a terrible final wrap-up episode? I would actually rather it stay good and end on a cliffhanger than watch it go through not only a terrible final wrap-up episode, but maybe a terrible final season or two. You see that happen, like pumping it for all it's worth for the dollars.
Yeah. Or like when they ran out of the book material for Game of Thrones, and so they kind of tried to tie everything up.
That's very divisive. That's a completely different conversation. If you're going to talk Game of Thrones, it's like they had guidance.
Yeah. But that is a question. All right, but Dad, you're trying to say something. Go ahead, Vic.
Well, yeah, no, I was no. I was going to say that we have so many shows that, like Mark was saying, the funding gets cut, and they literally just leave it with a cliffhanger season because they intended to do another season, but the funding just got cut, so they can't do another season. And then they have we got to put some closure on this because the studio says we have to wrap this up, and then they throw like no budget money whatsoever into let's do a 2-hour final episode to close up this series, and absolutely decimate the entire series because of it.
Let's not talk Sense8.
I say a lot of Netflix shows like seem to get canceled like right before they get hot. Like,
they become cult classics.
They get discovered after. Yeah.
Well, Sandman was like canceled for a certain reason, but like something like what was it? The OA. Where it was like it was getting somewhere good, and then like it wasn't getting enough viewership, so like Netflix cut it, and then it became a cult classic to the point where like Netflix would recommend it to you as a cult classic, but it ended on a goddamn cliffhanger, like a major cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
And they're recommending you watch it after they canceled it.
And they're in control of that one because that was a Netflix series.
Let's talk Lego Freemaker Adventures.
Or anything else for that matter. Looks like most people are going cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I kind of understand.
Because people care about creativity and story. That's why, because they're smart. That's why most people are going for it.
Well, and I
not
think
a close call then. Not a close call.
Well, I think for a lot of people, or a lot of times what happens, I think a lot of times what happens is it ends on a cliffhanger because they don't know they're getting canceled. If you're aware on the front end, you can try to wrap it up, which is what La Brea did, but they did such a terrible job that it just kind of like, decimates any sort of popularity it had.
And when you're forced to wrap it up on a budget, you're like, well, we want to tell the story that we can, but this is the only way you can actually tell it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you recommend people watch La Brea?
No.
Because but you liked it up until
it was interesting, but I think one of the stars was intending to leave and they were canceling it. But like the ending, the last season's terrible.
Sounds like the same way I really liked The Last Jedi until they came out with The Rise of Skywalker. And I was like, oh, one of the best Star Wars movies ever, until you see that it goes nowhere and none of these themes pay off.
Well, if J.J. Abrams and Ryan Johnson just had like
Jedi.
a conversation, like just one conversation could have solved so many problems.
You can see the traces of conversations they definitely did have, and it was marketing that got in the way. They were like, all the fans are really pissed off about Rey being a nobody, so change that. Make her either Obi-Wan's daughter or Palpatine's granddaughter. That's what the marketing tests say. That's what happened in that movie.
Yeah.
There was a TV series I was watching. It's called Jericho. And they got halfway through. They got halfway through the second season, and they're like, "Yeah, sorry, we're canceling this. You have what's left in your budget to close out that series." I was like, "Oh my god, no!" So they like jammed everything into one last 2-episode series to try and close it out and say, "Okay, yeah, he just gets in a plane and flies to another section, and then the National Guard decimates everybody, and it's all fixed." Yeah, and I'm
the
like,
leftovers.
"Oh, yay!" Yeah. So it's a gray area of, would you have rather had that cliffhanger going, what happened? And then somebody says, oh, well, I'll pick it up and write a book to close out that series. Or some other person finishes it out.
I think maybe that's part of it, is if you leave it on a cliffhanger, then you have the opportunity to produce something else, like they ended before it, hit its stride, or actually when it hit its stride but was not popular enough. They killed Firefly, and all the people on the show.
Oh my god! Perfect
bring it back as an animation, and they also did the movie.
The movie was fantastic. By the way, one of the reasons that Fox, I think it
was Fox.
It was Fox. So they played it like any other show at the time that could be played in any order, with continuity being preserved, but it wasn't produced that way. It was produced with continuity per episode, and they played them out of order. Yeah. And so they latch onto it in the first place because it didn't make sense watching it week from week.
All right, well, not really a close call. Most people want the cliffhanger, which is fine. I just thought I would ask. I definitely
I think this is
the preference.
It's a successful close call because it restores my faith in humanity.
Okay.
Your position is validated.
Thank you.
All right. And then here's the last one. This is dealing with a Lego rumor, which I know we don't talk a lot about.
We don't.
But I want to know, January 1, rumors include a sandworm and a mummakill. Which one rules the roost?
Ooh, good question.
Do we want the sandworm or do we want the mummakill? They've both been popular in terms of people doing MOCs of them as well. But they are from two very popular themes, one being Dune, the other one being Lord of the Rings. So which one would we rather see?
Well, hold on. I want the opinion on this from the mystery mocker. So I'm going to ask him, but I'm going to mute because he doesn't want to have his voice on stream real quick.
All right. So while they're working on that, I think maybe one of the things that might tip it towards one or the other are the possible figures to include. Maybe we're tapped out on Dune figures, so we'd rather have some additional figures from a mummakill / Oliphant. I think in terms of like the actual sculpture, all the sandworms I've seen people build are really cool, really beautiful. A lot of parts in there that I'd love to use. Yeah.
My biggest concern with this is getting expectations high and them not being able to follow through to give us what we would expect with it. So, it's a sandworm is going to be kind of hard to screw up. But then again, you saw what we had recently with Star Wars and that didn't work very well. It was two canopies in light tan as a mouth for
the Sarlacc.
For the Sarlacc, well, the Sarlacc has been made.
For the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, I guess you don't get to
I
see
think the big thing is
OT or special edition.
It's got worse over time.
It has.
For both of these, it's a scale issue. They're both huge in their universe.
That's what the mystery box is.
So it's gonna have to be a big. It's gonna have to be a big thing to begin with, and then, as we all know, like certain parts can make really good shapes at certain scales, but like to even get things to have the right shape, it's all about the scale for both of these. And I think that's the one that'll rule the roost would be the one that was successfully done.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the one benefit you'd potentially have then across these two is the sandworm can only show part of the sandworm, right? I mean, it's underground. Maybe just the mouth itself is already a very large mock. The Oliphant, though, I think would have the adjusted minifig illusion scale, if you will, where it looks like it would work as a minifig scale thing, but it really isn't close to an actual mini scale figure thing, like boats, all the ships they made, all the pirate ships. None of those are even close to the size an actual pirate ship would be. But people are like, oh, this is minifig scale pirate ship. Well, minifigs can go on it. It's not in scale to a minifig, you know? At least not in real life.
So Mystery Mocker agrees with you 100%. Well, to an extent, I didn't hear this from you, but he said he would rather see the sandworm. However, would guess it would be like a micro scale in order to do it right. Brick built, all these brick built, not like specialty pieces, not like they're not going to be like animal parts that are added to the Bricklink catalog, and that would trust that the Mumikyle or the Oliphant, whatever, would end up as a better parts pack and like just a better design set in general because it's closer to the size of a human minifigure scale wise.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to see a microfigure sandworm. And I agree with all of that.
All right.
The rumor.
Apparently we're getting mapped, which is a Twitch raid from Mapping the Miles.
Oh, Mapping the Miles is back. Thanks. We're getting a Twitch raid from Mapping again. Thanks.
Yeah, we're getting mapped.
You were the only person who ever rate us ever.
Mapping.
That's what we're talking about. Thank you.
What's up, Mappers? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you guys a ton.
Cartography Cartel.
Yeah, I was saying, do we have a song for the Cartography Cartel? What would it be?
We've played a lot of songs tonight.
Yeah.
But we haven't played all of them. Oh, that could be a good one. I think maybe though we'll do this one.
I'm no cactus, but I'm gonna give you a stick. He got a stick. I dug for a carrot and I fell on your stick. I thought it was corny, but how could I have known? No, you scanned my box, scanned my flower. You put me on a pedestal with the plants you desire. You wanted a plant, but chose a slice instead. A slice of melon. It's not a plant, a fruit you eat it deep into the night. A slice of melon. It doesn't feel so right because melon stops growing off the vine.
Anyway, how's the stream going?
I'm sorry, I'd like to ask a question. We did have a hiccup. Mark, is watermelon
Like peas in a pod. I'm falling out. It started out spicy, and now I'm seeing red. You'll never get me in that peely bone disguise. A slice of melon. It's not a plant, a fruit you eat it deep into the night. A
What happened here tonight?
Yeah, so sometime
We're back.
we'll actually have to finally finish the debate of whether or not a watermelon is a plant.
Well, you guys turned it into a. You guys at one point turned it into a. Is a watermelon a vegetable? And I was like, I am out.
I don't know where that came from at all.
For all intents and purposes, I don't throw this around ever. But this is my stream. I do own it. But I would be out. I would rage quit the stream if we got into is a watermelon a vegetable. I'd be like, bye.
Yeah, that was actually never part of the debate. I don't know why you think that. That's okay.
Because it's come up twice. That's why I think actually it started that night. However, one thing I would like to ask you, Ben, is this poll over?
It can be in a second here.
Okay.
I just brought it back up. I hit it during the song going. And yeah, anyone who wants to put in a final vote, you're always available to put a 1 or a 2 in the chat to register your vote. We had one truly close call today, one blowout, and this one, the sandworm is definitely behind the mama kill.
Yeah, I think which makes sense to me. But I can see
between them is fairly even. Proposed, of course.
Yeah,
the rumor.
Whatever.
Yeah. So Ben,
Yes,
one
sir.
thing I would appreciate. I know the next segment is Chicago, but if we could throw in a quick segment between our last segment, I think you did an amazing job of showing what we brought in 2024 with the Scala Murder Mystery Mansion. You still have my slideshow up.
I can bring it up.
I added my picture. Pictures of this, which includes some of the in-progress build shots. I just wanted to go over this with you. There was a conundrum I was having with that build because I did again a Pepper's Ghost, and I had the attic, and I was like, I don't want to contribute a lot, so give me something small. I'd like to do a Pepper's Ghost. So Tim was like, well, then that's going to be in the attic, so you get the entire roof of the building. So I built the entire freaking roof of that house. But my Pepper's Ghost, I got the creepiest Scala doll available by far, I think, if arguably. And if you don't have it, I can share mine, I think.
Yeah, no, I got it. Hold on.
Thank you.
We're going to end the poll here, and then we'll get to that. So ending the poll, someone clicked it for me there. 3 votes for Sandworm, 8 for Mama Kill. Everybody wants to see the Mama Kill.
11
totally understand it. Yeah, you know. As I had said, we usually get more votes when we do it on YouTube. But you weren't here and I wasn't logged in, so we did what we did.
I would.
That's cool.
Probably.
That's cool.
I would not have been able to do so either way.
Yeah, all right, that's cool. That's cool. So we will share my screen and take a look at.
Thank you. So we might have a lot of the same pictures here, but when it gets to,
all right,
just want to share my experience and with everybody who is getting ready to do a collaborative build. Sometimes you find yourselves in a situation where you're like, I'm having trouble making something work. Again, you showed this an image similar to this, correct?
Yes.
All right, next slide, please. That was the greenhouse, the front wall, the lawn, everything beautiful. Next one. The back of it, of course, nice. You showed something similar to this. Again, I could hear. Okay, go again. One more slide. All right, so here was where I was having the problem. I was making my Pepper's Ghost, and I was trying to get her to stand up because I couldn't put a shoe on her, so she didn't have like the bottom
the little stud.
Yes, the pinhole to stick in. So I had to put a pole up her back. Let's be fair, back, and rubber band thing. And like there's like strong bands in their legs, and so she kept twisting. And so I was like, so you guys, guess what? I had to like wrap her up twice in rubber bands and shove a pole up her back. And I'm like, I don't feel good about this. I don't feel good about this at all. But I had to share my struggle. That was that picture. That was just like an internal
for anyone
conundrum.
Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, this is what the feet on a Scala doll look like.
tap.
In the shoes.
It's like a pinhole.
It is a stud. It's a stud holder.
Oh, right.
So there's a pair of them in the shoes.
I
But
didn't have
apparently
that.
Mark didn't have this working.
Because mine was barefoot.
Yeah.
So there's a pinhole, but like the nipple piece wouldn't reach the heel because it was higher. So I had to like hang it on that. So next slide, please.
Yes, sir.
And then, all right. So this is just us putting it together. One more, I think, is where I want to go to. Wait, no, that was just us putting it together again. One more. Yes, this. What happened? What happened?
Yeah, so one of the design elements for this is that there was supposed to be a chimney off the side
There was supposed
to match whether you were left or right. And one of the builders forgot to put in a chimney. This is just kind of one of the things you sometimes deal with when you have a footprint that needs to be copied. You know, surprisingly, everything else fit together very well.
And in terms of our earlier discussion, you couldn't exactly cover this with a Duplo vine.
Yeah, this was no Duplo vine situation. We actually had to build a little chimney to stick in there, which wasn't hard. I mean, we did it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it didn't stay this way, but it was. Whoever's behind, I don't know who this is back here. They look very disappointed.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
They're like, what is that hole? Yeah.
There we go. I think. Did you show the gazebo?
There's the gazebo down there in the lower right.
The gazebo to me, like I had big problems with that. It was a very well built gazebo, but I'm like the mansion is not that depth.
That's
so
short.
there can't be a gazebo right there. It really bugged me. It was the one thing that my willing suspension of disbelief was just like stopped in its tracks at that point. I was
This
like,
is what Mark has problems with.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind the murder mystery
It's
or
a
all the
beautiful-
death happening. He's just like that gazebo.
It was a beautiful gazebo, but I hated it. I had an irrational hatred of that gazebo.
Yeah. At least you know it's irrational. The other thing I had mentioned during this is that, you know, the animal trophy room, which was designed by Marcus, had this little tiny couch in it. Like minifigs could sit on that. Skull-a-dolls could not. But, you know.
Did you talk about the
it wasn't that bad.
The falling chandelier?
We mentioned that it did fall and that it was on a, you know, on a string.
We didn't talk about the problems
The
with
door,
it, though.
the door down there with the chains over it, there was the power source was in there.
Yeah,
and that's what ran it going up and down and falling. So
I think I put.
There's a bathroom up here.
Yeah.
So it's the only bathroom in the house is on the 4th floor.
It's huge. It is definitely a master bathroom.
Sure is.
Well, if there wasn't a gazebo right there could be more bathrooms coming towards us.
Hey, okay, all right.
But apparently that's as steep as it is. I love this desk, by the way. This is a Kevin Wagner build. Yours is below it. Yours was baller.
Yep.
Of course. Well, your Brickworld wallpaper was probably one of the best parts of this build. But yeah, I like this desk and
the horse. Picture of the horse. Yeah, I thought Kevin's build in particular, and here apparently 2 of the owls fell off. Yeah, some of the parts he used to make this desk were just crazy. It was one of the best things there.
And the prescience of all the books with no binders.
Yeah.
Long before
None
lifestyle.
of them have words on them. Yeah.
I guess he started the trend.
Yeah. It's not exactly a ladder to nowhere. You use this ladder to get your books.
Yeah.
But one of those in there too.
It would count. Yeah.
Big office chair.
A globe.
Is this the last picture?
Yes.
All right.
I
Yeah,
didn't
so
have
there it is.
From last year. And we lost the theme of the Brickworld themes because I didn't have time to drop those in. So we'll do that some other time, maybe after next week.
Yeah.
Do one just of all the themes instead of like the themes plus what we built.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, looking at the run of show, we've got Chicago.
Yeah.
Coming up. So, Mark, you're already in Chicago.
I'm
already
always
in the Rennie.
I am at the Rennie currently. Let me remind everybody, this year's collaborative theme for Eurobricks is Pareidolia spaceships.
Pareidolia spaceship ostrich face
Flattened by
frying
a
pan.
Swooshability.
Very swooshable.
Pew pew.
Pew 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 pew. Yes, I did 100% rip off the style of the Slave One, but I think it's a good ship. It also talks.
Mark, your ship looks so light it could like float on a cloud. It's amazing.
Cloud, you say? What do you know? It kind of looks like clouds when it's flying vertically. Ready?
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Weird. I have to say, I haven't said this before, but I do think I accidentally kind of mirrored the Orion constellation.
It kind of looks like that a little bit.
But it's a spaceship.
Spaceship.
Definitely a spaceship. Yeah.
Blaster engines
Don't
or
let
something.
anybody be fooled that it's not a spaceship.
It's pareidolia in so many ways, like in multiple angles and multiple.
Oh, I mean, and let's take a break on that one.
One thing I immediately noticed, and of course I noticed this because why wouldn't I? Given that it's me and you, it looks like a pair of eyes, that window and that door, and a long crocodile snout.
Pareidolia.
I love these windows, but they make a face. Now the second level needs to be replaced. Can't have a face there, a vacant plastic stare. This is serious business. Don't want no faces there. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, and you have to rip it out of your creation.
Face.
This is where we're looking here.
That's dear Lord, man. That is.
More than anything is this. It looks like Sideshow Bob. Look at the hair.
I got pareidolia from that. It looks like a big, scary, like old man demon face.
Like the Muppety looking face that the front door has become with like the shield your eye. And it's got like a real big, it's almost like ogre, like coming out of a I don't know.
From here, I will say that the chest has pareidolia.
I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Lots of pareidolia.
Lots.
Yeah. So that was a good story. Good trip down memory lane.
Yeah. So Ben, would you say when you find pareidolia in one of your own builds, would you say it was a mistake? Would you say it's a happy accident?
You know, I would say it's a happy accident to the extent that it makes it makes a fun little discussion. It helps us create a song.
Yeah.
All these things. And on top of that, we should know our hero, our mentor, our best friend, the dearly departed Mr. Robert Ross said,
"Oh, yeah, that guy.
Mistakes, only happy accidents." Who is Robert Ross? You might be wondering. Here he is in Lego form.
He's Peapod's dad. From what?
Peapod's dad.
Yeah.
He's got the nice puffy hairdo, and he paints happy little trees. And we have this happy little accidents, the wit and wisdom of Bob Ross, given to me as a present from my children for Christmas.
Nice.
We always like to find a quote. Sometimes when I open it up, it's to a page we've already been on.
Just drop it on the ground and then see what page it lands on and play it that way.
Yeah. So then I always like open it right in the middle, and then I go, okay, left or right, and then I pick one. And then we just take a look at it and we read it and we see if it's applicable to the day. here's the picture. It's a beautiful winterscape.
Ooh.
And Bob says to us, the secret to doing anything is believing that you can do it.
Ooh.
Anything that you believe you can do strong enough, you can do anything as long as you believe.
Oh, nice. That is a great quote for us to go into panic build days, because we only have 3 days left. And I just want to tell everybody here, if you're panic building and you are thinking you can't get it done, I would say believe in yourself. You can get it done. And I will give you the inspiration of Larry. Larry, who with only 6 weeks to go, knocked over his entire creation and was able to finish it. You've got 3 days. Put your best self in. Cut what you can. Cut what you need to. Be realistic. And build your best. We will see you guys in 3 days. Can't wait. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Thanks for being part of the community. And love you all. Oops. I thought I was being badass. Love you all. Clique. Miss the button. Try again. And love you all.
Larry's castle stood so tall, we all sat in awe. Think outside the blocks gave a round of applause. Proud and inspired, Larry showed the grand hall. Physics took over, we all watched the grand fall. Bricks fail, crashing dreams to the ground. In that moment, silence was the only except for Mark screaming, no, 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 no. Troy was grabbing a beer, hey, what happened, bro?
I pulled a moto.
No, you didn't.
I did. Under the under the castle, so dragons live here, right?
Oh my god, yes.
Level 1 dungeons. We got kitchens. This is a double high. This is the grand hall.
No, 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 no.
And like the grand hall.
I believe everything happens for a reason, and maybe this reason is for you to rebuild it better, bigger and better.
Shut up, Troy. My castle just fell. There's only 6 weeks to go. I'm in a fold.